All right, my apologies for that. My apologies for that. What's going on, everybody? Um, another Sunday, another loss. Falcons lose their third straight. Um, and there's really not much else to be said. Um, so yeah, man, we're gonna get this thing rolling. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share out. Uh, and we're gonna take it from here. So, man, the Falcons really there was no expectations on my end heading into this game. I made that pretty clear. But man, just my thing about it is this: the Falcons can never lose normally. We just never lose normally. I mean, no matter what. It's always got to be some bullshit. You always have to see the most outrageous, outlandish ways to lose. You can never lose normally, and that's what's so fucking frustrating. That's just what's so frustrating. So we we had two turnovers. We won the turnover battle. We had six sacks. New England basically gift wrapped us this game. I'm telling y'all right now. Any other team would have found a way to win that game with the way that New England played. New England, you can really honestly tell. I don't know if it's they weren't taking us seriously or, I don't know. But man, at the end of the day, man, you saw the Falcons coming out in this game. And, at the end of the day, they were able to stay in it. And you had an opportunity late to win. And Drake London had an amazing day. Three touchdowns, a career high for him. You finally saw Penix. You can say whatever you want, man, but at the end of the day, you know it. That's how it rolled. Dirty. What up?
Chandler, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm hold on. I'm trying to make sure if the people can hear you. Actually, hold on. What you? I know we were talking about it. That's how it rolled. Dirty. What up? All right. All right, man. We're good, man. What's going on? Speak your mind. Hmm. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. All right, man. I think Dirty had to step out for a moment. Anyways, man, as I was saying, we won the turnover battle. New England basically gift wrapped this game for us, and we still found a way to screw this thing up. But I mean, it just comes down to week after week, this team they find ways to lose. Hmm. See, Michael Penix had three touchdowns today. You finally saw him take some deep shots. You saw a little bit of aggressiveness, but yeah, I mean, in the end, it's no matter what, it's always something new, week after week. And look, everyone wants to talk about Romo. Romo's going to end up getting cut. You're not going to find a kicker out on the street once the season starts that's really worth a shit. At the end of the day, man, Romo's going to end up getting cut. We'll probably end up seeing a old Germany dude for the game coming up. But the big thing is that man, we don't have a kicker position. We don't have a solid kicker. That's just one of the many issues with this team because week after week it's so backwards. Bijan, he got the ball a little more this week, but still, you did not see. You talk about week after week the run game being the lifeline, and I'll give them credit for not totally relying on the run game, for being able to make some plays in the passing game. Hold on a minute, dirty. All right, I think he's still trying to get some things figured out. But man, I'll give them some credit for trying to get the passing game figured out. And I mean, we saw it today. Drake London had an amazing day, but it's still. Let me tell y'all something about the Falcons and where the Falcons are at this point. You will see all of the Sports Center type highlights. You got all these stars. They'll come out. They'll make these plays. But at the end of the day, man, the team they're never going to win. They're never going to get the results. They're just going to have a bunch of potential that might show up sometimes. And it's going to be the same shit as long as the coaching stays the same, man. It's going to be the same shit. On surface, were some of the plays better? Did the offense look smoother at times today? Yeah, but still, the whole prerogative of it got messed up late in the game. Hold on, man. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, man, I see you. Can you try to say something? But yeah, man, it's the same shit week after week. Same shit week after week that we're seeing with this team. Uh, I mean, but see, man, when you should have been running the ball late, I'm gonna tell y'all what should have been done. Because despite Romo missing the extra point, that's not what cost us the game. We still got the ball back one more time on offense. We had an opportunity. Penix found Drake again on that last drive, and then after that, what you should have started doing, because you were wearing them down. So naturally, that is when you should have went to Bijan. You should have went to Algier. That's when you should have started running that football. And you saw Bijan getting those 5, 6 yard chunks. So why the hell would you go away from him when you're already in New England territory and you still got some time left? Why would you go back to the passing game? That was the issue today. We always saw whenever they would get something solid going with the run, second down, they went right back to the pass. They went right back to the pass. You're seeing something develop, but then they go right back to the pass. That was the issue. The play calling was once again inconsistent. The coaching was inconsistent. That was the whole issue. That was the whole issue with the game, man. I mean, it's the reason that, I mean, look, bad teams find a way to lose. I tell y'all this. That's what we are. I'm done. You done sugarcoating it. I said this after we lost to Miami. If you couldn't beat that team, you're nothing. We saw it this week. You had all the opportunities in the world, and you still couldn't win.
Can you hear me?
All right, I can hear you now. And now I can't hear. I don't know what's going on, man. You may have to like restart your phone or something. Hmm. And we're trying to get this straightened out. I don't know what's going on, man. You're nothing. We saw it this week. You had all Hold on, man. Mm. And I just want to go and I want to read off the quotes from the press conference actually as I wait for Dury to come back in. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, I want to read y'all off the quotes of the press conference because man, this is embarrassing that week after week we're seeing this stuff and we're in the same shit too. I just want to read off some of these quotes. Let's see. We gotta find Raheem talking about we gotta find a way to win. Bitch, we know that. This motherfucker comes on, he says the obvious. And man, that's what's fucking frustrating. He comes on and he says the obvious. That's what I'm frustrated about. You're hearing shit that's obvious at this point. We know we gotta do better. But guess what, man? You're 3-5. You're talking about you're third in the division now. Man, Carolina won against Green Bay. Tampa's on a bye week, but man, Tampa is on runaway this division. But now you're buying Carolina's going to be competing for a playoff spot, and you're very well facing the possibility, especially with like the Colts coming up, and you know you got you. I mean, look, you know this team will find a way to fuck around and win and lose a game they shouldn't. They'll lose to the Saints. They'll lose to the Jets. You man, it would not shock me if they're like 4-8 heading into December. I'm telling y'all, this shit could fall off the rails quickly. And if we don't fix shit, then man, I don't know, man. I mean, it's like I say, this ain't the year. This ain't the year. I had a lot of hope heading into this year. This ain't the year. We clearly see it. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of stars. You got some young guys, but at the end of the day, it's looking like it's all for nothing. All right, man, dirty. I don't know. Maybe it's on my end. I may have to. Dirty, you there? Hmm. Man, I tell y'all, I really don't. I really week after week, I don't know what the issue is with this team, but man, it's not getting fixed. It ain't getting fixed, man. Man, you got all these issues, and yet we still keep hearing the same shit. We keep losing games, and we're still hearing the same shit week after week. Man, cannot wait. I can't wait till the day this motherfucker gets fired. I get to come on here and talk about it. I can't wait. Really cannot wait until the day this motherfucker gets up out of here. I just telling you, I can't wait until that day comes. Man, when that day comes, that's gonna be such a fucking glorious day. Oh, and I want to go through our schedule, man, in a minute. I'm trying to get some of y'all on here. I'm gonna put a new link. I'm sorry, everything's kind of out of order. We had a situation go down earlier on the other stream, and we kind of had to put a pause to it. I had to come on here and do something new, but man, you're seeing. I mean, this I don't know what's going worse right now. Trying to get this fucking stream going for y'all, or fucking how bad the Falcons look. Shit. Man. Hey, what's good, man? Maintain his fans all the right decision was made. I feel your pain. Yeah, man. Look, it's one of those situations where look, we just gotta stick it out. And look, I ain't gonna come on here. I ain't gonna switch up on the team. I ain't gonna go rooting for other teams like I see some other people are. I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna stick here. I stick through thick and thin. I told y'all that. Staying 10 toes down always. Never gonna switch up. But it's the same. It's the same fucking issues year after year that you're seeing with this team. Same issues year after year, man. Dirty. All right. Mm. Hey, dirty. Speak your mind, man. Mm. Like there's a lot, but I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of people that like the frustration is growing, and like eventually, man, especially if you do start losing, you ain't gonna have no choice but to make a decision. Man, I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all. Oh, we're gonna end up trying Craig out there next week. But this motherfucker, he can't make a 40 yarder. Yeah, he's got a hell of a leg, but he can't make a 40 yarder. But you got no choice, man. How do you develop a kicker? That's my question. How do you develop a kicker? There's a simple answer, man. You don't. You don't develop a kicker, man. Mm. Man, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If he loses to the Panthers in a couple weeks, I know Carolina's good, man. Arthur Blank. It may not even be the Panthers, man. But if he loses to the Saints, then man, he really might be done. Let him come out and lose these next few games. Let this build to like a 6 game losing streak. He may be gone. They put everything into that Buffalo game, man. They put everything into that fucking Bills game. It's looking like it's all for. We just got some streak. He may be gone. They put everything. Oh, everything they put into that. Oh man. Mm. Hey, Dirty, I still can't hear you. And it's gotta be something on my end. I don't know if like you can. God damn. It's like gotta be something on my end. But I'm telling y'all right now, week after week, and it's hard to get mad, man. It's really hard to get mad at this point because at this point, man, we are what we are. Is the way I look at it. We are what we are. They ain't listen. Ain't no changing it. Really ain't. There really ain't no changing it, man. All right, you know what? I may try something different actually. Try to do something different because I am. Listen, I'm trying to hear y'all tonight, man. That's why I say I'm really trying to hear y'all tonight. So yeah, man. I don't know why that other thing wasn't working. All right, we're gonna try. I'm gonna try this for anyone who wants to join. Oh, I'm trying to. So I want other people in here, man, because I really want y'all to voice y'all's opinions. Hmm. Let me see. Okay, here. Here, all right. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something new, man. Y'all can. Mm, man, I apologize. We're trying to get this thing going. All right, man. Y'all. All right, man. Y'all try that, man. Maybe that'll work. Why has Lenny Craig not been given a chance? He could have been very well been. All right, let's see. All right, Dirty. You there?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, man. That sounds good, man. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure that the people can hear you. Can you still hear me? Hold on, man.
Yeah.
All right, okay. It sounds. Hold on. I think it sounds
I
good.
wish I wish
Yeah.
Van Demick could come on.
I mean, shoot, the link in there now. It's working. I don't know how long this is gonna go, but this meeting goes. But shoot, yeah, man. Look, everyone's welcome on, man. But and we were talking about it, man. Voice your opinion.
Is RUA up here too?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're RUA. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's it's one of them things that been building up, man, and it's coming full circle. Um, I know it's a lot of people want Raheem fired and all these different things. They want all these changes at this stage of the game. I don't see any changes gonna be made. I would be very surprised if Mr. Blank makes a move, other than having these meetings and telling these guys that we something needs to happen. Because see now, this loss came at a bad time because this next away game is so far away
Hmm.
that the turnaround is going to be crazy.
Well, and they ain't making it, man. You know they ain't making a change.
Nah,
They ain't making a change this week.
and the only upside that I can think of with this is that the Colts lost and they got to get up and they got pretty much. I think they got to go further than we do.
They were in Pittsburgh today, so
Right. So are they leaving from Pittsburgh or are we leaving from Foxborough? Because
yeah,
it's gonna be that might be an ugly game, man.
yeah. No, I
Because
mean,
both of us left a lot on the field today.
oh yeah, no, definitely. But see, man, here's the thing. Okay, like here's the big thing with it. Okay, man, because we both left it out on the field. Indy will bounce back. Indy's going to bounce back. Have we bounced back yet? Because it really does seem like, man, this this is looking like it's defining our season. This is what our season is at this point.
Right. I can go with that. Yeah. Defining moments.
Yeah.
I mean what like I said last week, I can't put my finger on it. I'm getting some better clear eyesight on what's going on, but
Okay. How do you think that is? What do you think that is?
uh well the evidence is that a lot of moves that we made wasn't as good as they appeared to be
Mm,
because you know that we were sold the beans. We bought the beans, man.
yeah.
And you know who the salesman is.
Oh yeah.
He sold us the beans.
Okay. I really can't wait till this mother. I know you're a solutions guy. I can't wait till this motherfucker is out of here.
Well, you got what we got 8 more games?
Shoot, this was game number 9. You got 9 more games, so
Well, you got quite a ways to go. So you might as well just be a good fan. That's what we need to focus on, being
yeah.
good fans and still support the guys and hope for the best and ride it out.
I'm gonna say, man, I was never rooting against us today, and like that, I
Nah.
wasn't even. I didn't go into this game with any expectations. But late in the game, man, I'm sure they probably. I know you don't get too balled into the game. It's like I was a little balled in late. I was. Drake was a big boost of energy today. That day that he had, and it's a shame that we wasted it. It really is because he played his ass
Exactly.
off.
He did now. And Drake coming up on a contract and the way he played today, he might be asking for that 30 million.
Oh, he's gonna ask for it. He's gonna ask for that 30 million.
And I was an advocate of saying that he wasn't worth the 30 million. But he's been proving me wrong here the last couple of weeks.
But see, man, here's the thing. You gotta pay a receiver. You got to pay your receiver. You want to talk about you got to pay Bijan, man. Drake is that guy for Penix.
I can't pay him if I can't get him the ball.
Yeah,
I
but
can't. I can't do it.
yeah, man, I see Fandemic asking about Lenny Craig, man. They probably, if I'm willing to bet, it's going to be Craig this week because I don't think we're going to end up going back to Atlanta. I think we're probably going to stay out there and we're going to go. So they're going to either end up with Craig or they may just. I don't think they can trot Romo out there next week, but I wouldn't be shocked if they do or not.
They, they don't have no choice, but they're not gonna bring Lenny up, man. The guy missed an extra point, and I know it was crucial because of the game situation. But let's just say we was winning, and he missed that same kick. Would
Yeah.
we be having this conversation?
Well, I mean, once again, it depends on who won or lost the game.
He missed the extra point, man. I don't see them getting that excited over it.
Yeah, but I mean,
They
see,
should, but I don't see them doing it.
I was going to say this too. At the end of the day, and at this point, man, I do want to see Craig out there because like, what the fuck is he wasting a? He's wasting a spot essentially. Put him out there. Let's see what the fuck he has. Is my opinion on it. But like,
I
man,
actually thought he was gonna beat Koo out. I thought he was gonna beat
oh,
Koo out with the leg he had.
he does have a leg, and like,
He
see,
got a
that
leg
is the
on him.
thing that like, man, that leg, it's very intriguing. But like, man, if you can't make it from inside of 40, that leg don't mean
Well,
shit.
yeah, but you got to pick your poison now.
Yeah,
If you got a guy that can kick you a 50-yarder, some of those bogged down drives can be remedied with that 50-yard field goal
that is
versus
true.
what Romo can't do,
That is
a
true.
45-yard field goal.
Oh, that's true. But let's say you need a game-winning kick and it's inside of 40. But I get what you're saying. You do have to pick your poison. And at this point, man,
I pick your poison.
I would definitely take the risks now because this Sunday night game is getting ready to start. We beat Washington, obviously. We beat Minnesota. We beat Buffalo. Those are our 3 wins all year. The most impressive win I would probably say was Buffalo, but like, man, I'm looking at this. You can beat Buffalo, but yet you lose to the Dolphins. You lose. See, that's what I was saying, man. I was really done with this shit after last week with expectations because, man, if you can't beat the Dolphins, I mean, you saved Mike
Panthers.
yeah, you saved Mike McDaniel's job the rest of the year just because he was able to come in here and run a train on your ass.
That's called being inconsistent.
Yeah,
That's the that's the epitome of that word. When you lose the ones you should win, and you win the ones that people think you're gonna lose.
yeah, I'm telling you,
That's what that is.
I'm telling you.
I can't see the chat, but what did pandemic what was he asking
He
about
was
Lenny?
just he was just asking about Craig.
I mean, yeah, Craig,
Yeah,
Lenny
he was
Craig.
just asking about. Yeah,
And how much kicking do you think he's been doing?
who Craig?
Development. Let's just say, yeah. I wonder
I don't know how
what
you
kind of
develop a
development
kicker.
he's doing.
Man, let me ask you a question. How do you develop a kicker?
Have him kick, bruh. Have
But
him
see,
have him go
okay,
get his steps down and find out where he's effective at. Maybe he can't kick a short kick because of where they're putting the ball. Maybe they need to move him around the field a little bit.
but man,
There's got to be a number of reasons why he can't do
are
that.
you telling me that's supposed to take you a full year? That's supposed
Um,
to take a full year to develop a kicker. No, that should be stuff that's dealt with in training camp.
Well, you know how Raheem them do training camp,
Oh
man.
yeah, they
I,
complete.
I, I don't even like their approach to training camp, but that's
I
another
mean, preseason is
uh,
one thing, but training camp,
conversation.
man, they don't. Yeah,
I think their training camp they play scared in training camp. They're worrying about injuries, which you should, but it's part of the game.
yeah,
They're worrying about who's watching them and trying to be this vanilla guy, this vanilla group that's gonna take everybody by storm when they come out with the real plays and the
yeah,
real players,
exactly.
and but it doesn't work. Them guys aren't afraid of. They're ready to adjust.
Yeah,
They are ready to adjust to the team that comes in, and if you come up and you surprise them, then they're gonna say, only thing we could do is sweat it out or make an adjustment.
that's all
And for
there
some
is.
reason, it just seems like we can't do it.
That's all there is to it. And I said this, man. New England in that game today, man. They made a lot of mistakes and they kept us in that game, man. Probably about any other team finds a way to win. The Falcons once again out, man, late in the game after Drake made that catch on the final drive. And that's what you talk about. The run game is your lifeline, but when you need to be running the football, you're trying to get too cute. You run that football, they're already worn down. Man, Bijan may have been able to get to the point where it may have been pretty close, or New England, at least they don't get the ball back to seal the game.
But we didn't go back to our so-called identity.
No,
Once we made that catch, and this is it doesn't matter who the coach is because that's the same thing we did in 2017. When the big catch was made, we didn't go back to our bread and butter. We still wanted to continue to try to pass the ball.
yeah, I got
It's just
too damn greedy.
that's pretty much what it is.
Oh shit! I see Brandon in the chat. Seattle wearing their throwbacks tonight. Looks like both teams wearing the throwbacks.
Oh, you talking about the Sunday night game?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm not
Jane
I'm not
Daniel.
near a television right now.
Washington's trying to save their season tonight.
Yeah. Yep. But it's gonna be a long week. Gonna be a quick week, but it's gonna be a long week because I just hate that them guys got to actually go overseas with this type of devastating loss. Well, both teams got hit today. So
But see, the thing is, man, the Colts though, with the Colts, I think the Colts will bounce back. I think they will in the long
okay,
term. They'll probably bounce back. Would it shot now? Look, I will say this. I said this. Did we play better today than we did versus the Dolphins? I say this. It was going to be very hard to play worse than you did a week ago. So yeah, you played better. You kept it close throughout. But man, now what? Now what? And man, like even if you do beat the Colts next week, I'll be happy that you won. But I mean, essentially, I wouldn't be shocked if they did it just for the sole reason number one, we're the Falcons, and number two, they need the tiniest bit of something to not have people completely sold out on this season yet. They need to, because man, they lose next Sunday. That game versus the Panthers, it's just going to be everyone from Charlotte up in there.
well, it's it's gonna be crowded because they want to come down and trust me, they want to come down and pound the
Man,
Falcons.
they want to sweep us. They ain't swept us. They ain't swept us since 2013.
Now, how would Mr. Blank you think he would handle that?
Oh, I think Raheem may be gone after that.
That might change my narrative if the Panthers come in and sweep us.
Panthers sweep us, and then you lose to the Saints. That might be what does it for Arthur.
Mm. Arthur Smith got let go like that, didn't he?
Yeah,
After the Saints,
That was
after
that.
the Saints
Also,
dismantled us.
they only fire coaches after losses to the Panthers or Saints. They don't
Wow.
really care about law. They don't care about these AFC losses. When they lose to the Panthers or Saints, that's when people get fired. That's when we fired I Killier was after losing to the Panthers. You notice that?
Wow. Oh, that's right. But that was a big discussion too. Do you think he was a scapegoat?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What? Why the fuck would you get rid of him? And then in that process, essentially you pushed Ray Ray out the door because Ray Ray saw through the bullshit. Saw that this man was just being made a scapegoat because Raheem and Zach were trying to save face.
You might have a point there. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a unexpected firing. I'm very seldom have I seen a position coach get lose their job when the team is
Yeah.
playing bad as a whole.
Truth be told, if you need a bounce back game, come play the Falcons.
Oh, we've been the get right team for quite some time.
Yeah. And I mean, if you want to, I'll also add this on because this was absolutely a trap game today for New England. You want to play the trap game and still win? Play the Falcons. Well, I can't wait till I get that alert. Raheem Morris is. I can't wait till Adam Schefter sends me that alert that Raheem Morris has been fired. I'll never forget when I
Mm.
got the Arthur Smith alert. It was. I'll never forget. They 12:02 a.m. 2 minutes into Black Monday, this motherfucker was gone.
Wow. Yeah, it was a lot of people that was glad. I was like, oh well, who we gonna get? That's what I was wondering about. Are we gonna do
Oh, you.
worse or are we gonna do better?
I know you gonna be that same way, OG. After this next shit, this next time happens.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like, who we gonna get? Cause I who's out there that gonna want to come to the Falcons? That's gonna call their own show, gonna do the right thing, and not get be up on the
Like
upper management's
at
thumb.
this point, are they even going to let that guy come in and run their own show? Is there going to be a whole bunch of micromanaging? Is it going to be a whole bunch of 25 times a week talking to the coach,
Right? What?
approving the game
Yeah.
plan?
What's that? And he can't even focus on. Look, he can't even focus on what he had to do today. What happened today? He can't even focus on. Man, we got to get ready to go to this overseas game because I got this freaking meeting tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy work.
Well, I don't think they're coming back to Atlanta. I think they're going to stay up there, and then I hope they go out to Germany before Saturday.
Well, it depends on how they looking at the season. If they feel like this season is a wash, why should you send them over there early and spend that extra money on lodging?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
we're going to see.
Cause you say they went to New England yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll leave around. Maybe they'll leave Friday.
Yeah, maybe they'll leave one day. No, I do think though if I were to bet, I don't think they come back to Atlanta. I do think that they're going to end up probably flying out. I would hope they end up flying out there like Tuesday or Wednesday. They use the off day to fly out there, and I think when we went to London a couple years ago, we went out on like a Thursday and we got a day of practice in there.
And how did that fur out for us?
Not too good.
No.
Yeah, it was like, hey, you want to talk about jet lag, man? Desmond Ritter looked like absolute shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he looked terrible.
Mm. Seattle got three safeties deep.
Oh, the game started.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
was that Hurts? They're gonna end up punting. Ooh, we got Seattle coming down here in a little. That's gonna be the one Wolf's at, man.
Yeah, yeah. Waiting for the Wolf to come to town. Come to the A.
Yeah,
Yep, come to the A,
you know,
man. That's just gonna be.
even if we fucking trash, we still gonna have the meetup.
Yeah,
We'll
of
take
course.
pictures for
I'm gonna
y'all.
be there.
We'll take
Yeah,
pictures for y'all that can't come.
yep. That'll be a good experience for an out of town content creator. Come to Atlanta, come to the Beans. He's been there before,
Yeah,
but come back and show his brand and meet up with
exactly.
the locals. Yeah.
Yeah,
But the Falcons is not giving the fans a lot of positive stuff to talk about now, and definitely not if you want to be cordial about it, and giving the content creators a lot of content to create
yeah.
right now.
Oh, definitely.
So
Yeah. So let's go because I know you said you only see about two more wins. Where do you think those wins are at as of right now?
to be honest about it, I can't. The Jets is one. And Justin and I'm crossing my fingers with that one because Justin he does pretty good against us.
Yeah.
He gets his team to play well against us. And if Bryce Young, if they only what they put up 16 points today.
Yeah.
If Bryce is playing though, if they manage the game like they did today, that might be a loss also. Probably the Jets and the Saints.
Yeah. Shit, Carolina. Man, I ain't even worried about Bryce. I'm worried about Daddle. That's who I'm worried
Oh
about.
yeah. Well, if Bryce Young is not playing, that takes away the run threat from the quarterback or the mobility of the quarterback. That's all. That's what the deal is with him.
Yeah.
Because Bryce will make hurt you too with his legs.
Yeah, that little man, he can run on you.
Yeah. Um, I don't even see us beating Arizona, man.
Mm-mm. You having to go out all the way across the country. That's late in the year. They ain't. I mean, they ain't good, but they'll, they always beat us.
They always manage to beat us. But Kyle Murray came back. He hadn't played football in about a year and a half, and he came in and did us the way he did.
Yeah,
Same way Dobbs did us.
man, that
Didn't even
that
know the players.
that was all within like a week stretch too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So these are the things that like give me them are the stats that I go by
Yeah,
because
true.
when
What
you can't
you
put together a win,
you always talk
go
about the
ahead.
eye test.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me something different because I don't. Because stats will get you in trouble. Stats will have you scheming the wrong way.
Yeah,
That's why those guys look at film. That's why they look at film. That's why they're able to um, project plays because of the formations or the motions or whatever they go by. That's what the eye test does for you.
yeah.
And shout out to the eye test.
Let's see. Who's that for Seattle? That ain't JSN. Oh, that's Horton. Made that catch for him. Yeah, no, it's yeah. I guarantee you though, it's gonna be the same shit all week. It's gonna be the same stuff about going out. And man, I'm about tired of hearing Raheem at this point. Man, I know they gotta do the press conference, man. I just wish this motherfucker. They just told me, you know what, these press conferences aren't necessary.
Well, I'm used to that though. Working in a corporation, a major corporation for 35 years, I've heard so many of those speeches and seen so many times that, you know, incompetent management didn't reflect them on them. It reflected on the workers. That's why that stuff don't really bother me. It's kind of funny to me though. And that's what they go with. I say, okay, we're not going to fire the manager that was at fault. We're going to come out here and we're going to put some new standards and new rules out there so that the people have to change.
Hold on. I wish there
And
was a way I could highlight this comment by Fandemic. All roads and fingers pointing. Oh God. All roads and fingers pointing leads to Zach Robinson. Your defense comes up with 5 sacks and 2 turnovers, and you don't win.
that's very true. That's very
Yeah,
true.
man. Think about how many years we've been begging for a pass rush. We finally got one this year, and we're wasting it.
Man, yeah, them guys, man. Yeah, that defense look hey, that defense came through every time we needed for them to come through. They came through. Yeah, 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 New England put some points up, but they put the points up because we gave them the ball back.
Yeah.
They didn't did we make a turnover?
Two.
No.
No.
No,
Oh
no.
no no no. On offense, no.
No, that's what I'm saying. So they scored off of the opportunities that we gave them. But we rarely scored on opportunities that was given to us by the defense.
Yeah.
And you can't expect to win that. So Fandemi is correct. Yep. And that should reflect on Terry Fontenot making those moves, getting those players to give the opportunity to the offense.
Well, that's why
Cause you know
Terry might end up being gone.
that's why I feel like they would do him wrong. You would get rid of the golden goose if you get rid of him because of the failure of the people to produce and develop the team.
Man,
That's just my opinion.
that shit makes me. This thing makes me sick. You can hear it in my voice.
Hey man,
It's a struggle every. It's a struggle every Sunday.
Kansas City lost.
Yeah.
There's nobody's saying
Buffalo
nothing.
won again
Right? Nobody's saying nothing.
because
Nobody's saying
they
nothing.
know they'll be all right.
Hmm.
Let's see, man. This is why everyone who talks about us like that, man. Like why y'all got so many guys? Why ain't y'all winning? Look at our coaching. Look, we can't lose normally. We have to lose in the stupidest ways possible.
And I think that's what the sting is. The losing part isn't that bad. The stinging is how we're losing.
Yeah,
I think that's what's getting everybody because you're getting happy, you're getting excited, you want to win, you want to feel good about this team, and then it happens.
yeah,
So I think that people are their emotions are just pouring out right now. But with me, and I done been to so many games and I've been sitting in the stands and seen some collapse. Now I've seen some wins too. But like you saying, it's we lose in what unconventional ways.
man. You went to the game. You can tell them you went to the game.
Yeah. And I saw it. And I mean what you do. You got a lead and it dwindles away. And when the zeros come on the clock, it's time to go home. That's how I look at it. It's just time to go home.
But it's a commitment.
And that's why I said we got to be good fans, man. Now we got to be good fans. Let's support the team while they down. Let's don't kick them while they're down. Let's support them. Let's help bring them up. And I know by them going to this game here, it's a campaign for the NFL, but um, we can only do so much this week.
Yeah.
And maybe when they come back, um, it'll be a good return.
Yeah, well, man, listen, I think for there to be any excitement around that game on the 16th, they gonna have to win next Sunday
Yeah,
because like you
they
gotta,
need to.
if you win next Sunday, you're 4-5. You come back home, you have a chance to get back to 500. I mean, that'll get some. That ain't
Yeah.
gonna get everyone out. That'll get some people out.
Oh yeah. That. Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you
Then
play and you
then
and you playing the Panthers, so you're playing a division. You'll get some people out.
yeah. It. Hey, but right now, um, if I'm on the business end of this thing, if we lose next Sunday, I still want the stadium to be full. And I hate to say it like this, and I wouldn't even care who was in there at that point,
Mm.
because you know how the Falcon fans gonna do.
They ain't coming.
They ain't coming.
They ain't coming.
They're not coming. No, they're not coming.
So you gonna have a whole bunch of people from North Carolina up in there.
And Mr. Blank, he gonna have to recognize that, and he needs to. And he's gonna challenge it. He's gonna challenge it to the point where that say, hey, we gonna have to get whoever we can get up in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what he gonna have to do. I know I would.
Yeah, I mean it's a business. You want that stadium filled up, and you ain't filling that stadium up. And man, even though here's the thing though, yeah, that stadium might be getting filled up. You might have people buying $2 hot dogs. But when the game comes around, you really once again are a visitor in your own stadium.
Well, that has happened so many times that that
It's
kind
been
of it,
normalized,
it can be
unfortunately.
expected. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Shoot, look, 85 gonna be backed up so bad. It's gonna be backed up with them fans coming down here.
Shoot, especially yeah, 85 South especially.
Yeah. So it's gonna be backed up.
They gonna be making their way down. Shoot. And they probably gonna run the price of the tickets up too a little, since they finally good.
Well, I know in Charlotte, man, they I've only seen them dip down bad on their tickets one time. That was last season, where you could have got a ticket for $2.
Yeah, that was a game they played in the rain with where Ritter threw that interception.
Right. So yep. So this is where we are. Um, season, I don't know what the math is on it, but are we eliminated from the playoffs yet?
Oh well, no one's eliminated yet, but shoot, we I mean that ain't a conversation we need to be entertaining. We two full games under 500, and
Well,
it's damn November.
I'm just trying to see if there's a silver lining at this point.
No, I see. No, I
Is
mean
it
we ain't
anything to play
eliminated
for?
yet. Now, shoot, what we gonna do? We
Okay.
gonna win out? We gonna win every game the
Hey,
rest of the year?
is that what we is that what we're gonna have to do?
Oh, and we may be having a Panthers fan come in here.
What's up, man?
Oh man, what's going on?
Nothing
What's up,
much.
dude?
You just talking about
What's up, bro?
you coming down in a couple weeks? See your team?
I've been wanting to come down to Atlanta for a Panthers Falcons game for years. It probably ain't gonna be this year because man, our country is messed up. I don't want to get into that, but everything's ridiculous price wise, man.
Shit, we gonna have to make it happen eventually. Nah, y'all think how you feeling about your team right now?
I'm proud of them, man. They beat probably the best team in the conference today in
Mm.
Lambeau Field, and I know it was cold as hell up
Oh
there.
shit, Seattle just got a touchdown.
And we got the Saints next week, so
Mm.
I would say more than likely we going 6-4.
Yeah, so shoot, y'all come in here feeling yourselves
Y'all
probably.
though, I don't feel as confident about that game against y'all. I know y'all want revenge.
Oh, we gonna want revenge, but shoot, y'all come in here and sweep us, y'all might get Raheem the fuck out of here. But I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
this much.
if we're like 7-4 going into that Monday night game, I feel pretty damn good
Oh
about this
shoot,
team.
I know Charlotte gonna be on fire then probably.
Because what was it? The when me and you did the season prediction beginning of the year, what did I say? Our ceiling was like 7-10 wins or some shit.
You said something like that. 10-7.
I was going to
Yeah,
ask you what was the expectations, number
yeah. I
wise,
thought we were gonna win anywhere from 7 to 10 games. I think.
and why did you think that um prior
I
to the
thought
season?
I thought we had a good off season, man. We got some good free agent pickups like Trayvon Merrick, Rico Dowdle, and I love our draft class. This is my favorite draft class in Panthers history, probably. Jimmy Horn, Mitchell Evans, Tetaroa McMillan, the Nick Scorton, Princely, Uman Mielen, all them dudes. They
Well,
balling, man.
I like our
Our kicker's a rookie. They all doing good.
shoot, man. That kicker, he's been winning y'all some games.
So did these moves on the off season? How did you all manage to fly under the radar like that? Because you guys were getting
I
some
think.
bad press.
Well, I think we've just been bad so long that the media wasn't going to take us serious till we started winning games. Because it was a thing I've been saying to Panthers fans all off season is like every year during the off season, the social media team for the Panthers hypes this team up to us, and then they let us down. And I was like, I ain't falling for it this year. You're gonna have to win some games.
And where did in this season when did you see the turnaround or
And,
them getting
the
on track?
first the
Not
first
turnaround,
few
but
weeks,
uh-huh.
it felt like it was gonna be the same, like a repeat of last year. It was that Miami game that I think like sparked something with these dudes because we was down 17-0 and came back and beat them. Well, I think the biggest thing is when Chuba got hurt and Rico took over. Rico won us the game today. I think Rico is the biggest factor for us this year.
Yeah, man, Rico been good for y'all. That's why I was saying I'm worried
I
about
agree.
him. I'm worried about Rico.
I put Chubb on the bench. I got
Yeah,
him on my
that's what I
fantasy
was
team. I
saying
put him
too,
on the
man.
bench.
It took Dave Canales 2 weeks too late to be like, yeah, we're gonna let Rico start against Green Bay. I was like, he should have started last week against Buffalo.
Mm.
Even when he was playing that first game, Chuba came back and they would trade off every other series. He was getting more yards per carry than Chuba. He had more total yards than Chuba. I was like, it coaching NFL coaches overcomplicate everything, bro. It ain't that hard. You ride the hot hand.
We know about our
Yeah, I
coach
remember that game
overcomplicating.
too.
We know about our coach overcomplicating, don't we, Dirty?
Yeah, we know about that, bro.
I don't
It,
know why NFL coaches do that, man. Football's a strategy game, bro. Ride the hot hand. Whoever's balling, keep feeding him the ball.
but see, what happens is, and it's just my opinion. Like I said, I worked in for a major corporation, and what happens is when it becomes that simple, then management becomes vulnerable to change. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, because do you
we
feel like you can be successful with anybody in charge?
exactly, and that's what they do. They said, "No, we got to keep this thing. We got to keep acting like it's computer science, it's rocket science, so that the people that are paying us all this money don't say, "Hey, man." we can go up here and get it. We can fire this guy and
Yeah,
bring up
we
the
could.
OC and pay him half of that
Yeah,
because he don't have a name and run the same scheme.
that's a good
And
point.
not that it's going to work, but see the guy that's in that position, he keeps his job relevant by doing that.
Yeah, he do.
That's a good point.
Well, I want to get some of these comments more from Fandemic. Having have made that trip, I hope they fly out tomorrow or Tuesday. After a flight like that, it takes a full day to recoup. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I'm not wavering as a Falcon fan. Being a Falcon fan since 1978, when is enough enough? Well, I mean, shoot, we all asking that. But see, man, this is the thing. When is enough going to be enough for Mr. Blank? When?
I hate to tell you this, man.
Yeah,
That's just a part of being a CEO owner of a team, man. He hates losing. He probably is competitive as anybody, but that's a money maker, man.
yeah.
That's a money maker.
It puts together an entire portfolio.
Right. And I mean, why would you get off of a team when at this point he's known worldwide. He's got a lot of things revenue coming into that stadium.
Yeah,
Um, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot going on other than the Falcons losing. You got other teams
Yeah,
coming in there. You got concerts
especially
coming in there.
especially
Go
when the
ahead, man.
NFL is making the most money it's ever made.
Right. Why would you get out now?
yeah. He ain't gonna. He's gonna pass it on to his son. He's already made that commitment to his son too. He ain't gonna sell the team.
Exactly. And then that's another thing. Why would he get out of the business? And then now his son has got to get in. They got to get into another business or something for the next generation. It would be crazy for they talking about Mr. Blank sell that team. Shit, that's crazy.
He ain't gonna sell the team.
I
No.
wouldn't.
I'm interested to see though, like if Raheem, and I hope Raheem ends up getting fired. So I can't wait. Can't wait till the day I get to come on here and talk about that motherfucker being gone. But man, is it gonna be? I really think, man, we saw Josh involved on the. We saw Josh getting more involved. Are they? Is Arthur maybe gonna let Josh have more of a lead in the next head coaching search?
You think he's qualified?
Well, he's if he listen, he gonna be running the team. How the hell else? I mean, look, he gonna be running the team, right?
You could at
Eventually, yeah.
least you could at least let him shadow everybody and see how it's done.
Right.
Well, we're already doing that. Ooh, just I mean,
Well,
you
I
know,
mean, you just don't want to be like the Raiders, where like Mark Davis took over and he can't do nothing like Al Davis did.
Right. Nothing.
But it's like athletes that are really good. Usually their kids are nowhere near as good as
mm-mm.
them. Look at Bronny James. He ain't nowhere near his dad's level.
Motherfucker.
No.
Michael Jordan's kids really never did
Nothing.
anything.
Right.
Didn't one of Jordan's kids end up going to prison?
I wouldn't be surprised if Tom Brady's kids are just regular people too.
Every now and then. Well, the
Like
regular
The
players,
Manning family is like an exception.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you gotta look at their dad. He was a known quarterback, but he wasn't that good.
No, he
Well,
wasn't.
The Saints
So
in general were bad when Archie was
right,
their
so
quarterback.
right, and that's why he wasn't that good. Well, his numbers wasn't that good. So what he did was he stayed humble and he taught his boys the
Like
things that
yeah,
he
yeah.
knew that they needed to be successful in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like probably some of the things he wish he would have started on earlier in his career. He was teaching them that off the rip. Like you don't got to learn this
Right.
5 seasons into your professional career because you know it now.
You already know exactly. And they didn't take the same trip that he took. They didn't travel the same road that he traveled. And both of them boys got
But
Super
see,
Bowl.
that's where it's the opposite. Like we were saying, a lot of really great owners and athletes, their kids usually don't live up to it. But it's
Right.
also the opposite. A lot of dudes who wasn't that good, their kids end up being really good because they taught them all the mistakes they
Yeah.
made.
Exactly. But the superstars, I mean, what are you gonna tell them?
I
You
was
didn't
just
go
great.
through anything.
Yeah. Because some of those guys that are really great, it's just because they have an athletic gift from God that their kids don't got.
They don't
It's
have
like
it.
it's like that thing. Hard times breed better men, and then good times breed weak men.
I mean, everybody's good at something.
Yeah, but it's just like that.
And then all the time, the best. A lot of times, the best don't make it.
Mm-mm.
It depend on the circumstances, depend on where they are. But back to Josh though, you know, this young man's name, just recently been, being brought up. I know he's been behind the scenes, but his name just really started being brought up in conversations that matter. So
Yeah. Well, we need to know what his philosophy is. We need to know how he's going to run the team because at the
exactly.
end of the day, it's going to be one of those things. Al Davis was a very successful owner. Mark Davis hasn't been. What mistakes is Josh? Josh is going to have to learn from mistakes at the end of the day. He's going to have to learn from mistakes that his dad made, and how is he going to learn from those mistakes?
Well, maybe that's why he went and got Brady or let Brady in.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
thought about that when it happened. I was like, well, how Brady get over there with the Raiders? Hey, man, I said,
The
look,
Colts game is
I
the
need a
game.
champion over here.
Hold on. Fandemic says the Colts game is the game things start turning around.
Okay.
Listen. I would not be shocked if this team did find a way to beat the Colts. I really wouldn't. But it's just like, what do we real what is there concrete right now to actually say definitively they will?
Well, we did score 23 points versus versus 10 points the last 2 weeks,
I mean, yeah, you're right.
and we got what six what two turnovers,
But
multiple
see, man, the
sacks.
thing with the Colts is the thing with that team, man, is when that offense is going, they can turn things into a shootout. And can the Falcons? See, that's going to have to be a game. If you're going to want to win, you talk about your run game being your identity. It's going to have to be your identity. And man, here's something else we ain't talking about. Y'all notice that both Bergeron and Lindstrom went out today, right?
Wow.
So we got right now. This is our offensive line. This was our offensive line at the end of the game. Jake, our starter, our second string left guard, Newsel, our starting center. He's been our starting center the whole season. He's done all right. Our second string right guard, our third string right tackle. Now we might be getting. See, think about this. We're talking about we want Norton back. We might be going from our third string right tackle to our second string right tackle. So it might get a little better, but still, is it going to be? How better is it going to be? If Lindstrom and Bergeron are out, mm, that's going to make things tough. Because the Forrest Buckner's going to be back there. He's going to be looking to disrupt that. And they're going to come with the same game plan everyone else has. They're going to stack the box. And especially if there's no line blocking, you better be prepared to be aggressive just like this week. I'm telling you, a lot of these international games, typically they do turn into a lot of these physical slugfests. And like who can control the game over a longer period of time. That's why if you're going to want to win versus the Colts, you're going to have to control the game.
And will Zach resort back to the bread and butter at the right time?
So,
There's nothing wrong with having the pass, but
no,
he never went back to the run.
it was just like today. You had things going okay, but when it was time to run the ball, they decided they wanted to get trigger happy and continue passing. That's where you saw them make mistakes.
Yeah, because I don't feel like it should be that hard for y'all, man. Bijan is a damn good running
No,
back.
it's not
Give
hard.
him the ball. Give him the ball. Set up blocks for him. Let him go.
Now, as a outside, I'm gonna call you outside at this point.
Yeah.
How do you rate us as utilizing Bijan?
Oh man, I don't know what it is with y'all, man. Y'all do the same thing with Kyle
See how I'll get
Pitts.
that down?
Kyle Pitts and
Yep. See
Bijan
how I
should be
intercepted that?
like Kyle Pitts and Bijan should be like league leaders. But I really think y'all should use. I don't think y'all have used Bijan as much as you should this year
No, we haven't.
because we've seen it. He can run all over you. He's done it to us.
Man, that San Francisco game, they didn't use Bijan the way they should have. That Miami game,
That's been it's been like a reoccurring thing for y'all though, because even in when y'all was in the Super Bowl, all you had to do was give. I think it was Freeman at the time the ball.
we got
I said that
listen,
earlier. Yep.
but
We
guess
we
what?
don't run when we're supposed
We
to.
Y'all
We
got
don't
don't resort
commit
back
to
to
the
it.
run.
the
You have to
same
Right.
commit.
damn coach right now was on the staff during that Super Bowl.
Yep. That is true.
And Shanahan, sometimes it looks like he still ain't learned his lesson in San Francisco. Sometimes.
No, sometimes it's
He
just the
did.
DNA of things.
And that's what I don't understand. Like I said, it's a bigger spectrum though. That's what it is. It's a big spectrum, and just your whole process. You got to be stuck. You got to definitely have a routine and be stuck in your ways to say, I don't care what route I have to go. I'm going to end back up to my bread and butter.
Yeah.
And these young coaches, the young coaches, they don't do it because they want to look smarter than everybody in the stadium.
And well, sometimes the players don't want to be that guy, and they're just like, "I'll do whatever coach says." Like, man, if
That's
you're
true.
that good, sometimes you got to be like, "Coach, give me the ball. I got this."
And I don't see Bijan doing that in a way. He might go and say, Coach, man, I'm ready, man. I need just give me the ball. But if you talk to the coach like that, he's not gonna pay attention. You got to like act out a little bit for him
Yeah,
for them to recognize, and that's
yeah,
bad,
because he's just gonna be like, "Man, get over here on the sideline. Come on."
right? Exactly.
No.
So even the other teams, all they know to stop Bijan or get the ball out of Bijan's hands, they got a chance. That's pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah, because I mean, when y'all have to like throw the ball, when you have to throw it too much, it's like the mistakes just pop up. It's like if you threw the game less and ran the ball, let's say you ran 80-20 or 70-30 pass, 70 run, 30 pass, I think y'all would win more games doing that.
Yeah.
Don't like Michael Penix. This is his first year starting the whole year. You gotta help him out a little bit, man. Like
Yeah.
I seen it with Bryce. He had no offensive line, no weapons his rookie year. You've seen the flashes, but you're like, he ain't got nobody, man.
Nobody.
And I said this earlier about Bryce. I said Bryce threw for like what 110, 120 today, no
Something like that.
touchdowns and one turnover, and they still won the game. So
I was,
what that's telling me is, in my opinion, that they recognize what they have in Bryce, and they built the team around that what they have in Bryce,
I
and
was just,
complemented his gameplay. Go
bro. I
ahead.
was just telling some. I'm sorry, man. I was just
Go
telling
ahead.
somebody earlier. Uh, I was talking about Bryce. I was talking about exactly that. I was like, a few weeks ago, I compared Bryce Young to Jake Delhomme, and a lot of my fan base like laughed at me for it. But, bro, I grew up watching Jake Delhomme. I'm
Right.
30. I'm 30 years. I'm as old as the Panthers. I've watched everything about this team. So I grew up watching Jake Delhomme, and I'm like, I'm telling y'all, Bryce reminds me of Jake. He'll win you more games than like any of your other quarterback. Like he can win you some games, but he's not gonna have flashy stats, but he'll get the job done.
Yeah.
Like Cam Newton would have flashy stats, get the win and all that shit, and then like talk shit about it.
Yeah,
Bryce
Cam was a
Bryce is
character
like,
now.
yeah, Bryce is like, I don't care as long as we win.
Right. And that's how he is. But see,
And
that's his college training.
you seen it though. Last week with Andy Dalton, we looked terrible, and we're a better team.
Terrible.
We are a better team with Bryce Young.
Yeah. Well, and also, I think it's interesting you compare him to Delhomme because, like, that. Look at the style of football y'all played back then.
Yeah, we ran the ball
Y'all
and
are
played
listen.
defense. That's exactly
That's
what we need to
Panthers
be doing
football,
now.
man. I've been saying that's the type of football that y'all
No,
play.
seriously, every time we're a good team, it's because we run the ball well and we play good
They
defense.
play great defense, bro.
Every time we've been like made a Super Bowl run, that's exactly how the team was built.
Yeah.
You have to be able to control the clock and play solid defense to keep teams off the field and bend don't break.
And
Because
that's what you got to do.
that year we went 15-1. That was a lot of bending but not breaking. There was a lot of close games we had that year.
Yeah.
The defense always gave the offense one last chance, and that's what really good teams do. I've been telling them that the last 2 years though. I was like, bro, we got to get back to running the football and playing good defense. That's Panthers football. It literally always has been.
Yeah.
We've never been a pass heavy team like the Chiefs or the Bills.
Mm-mm.
Because even when we had Cam, if the running back wasn't getting the ball, Cam was running the ball.
Cam put his head down and got some yards.
And hell, that was just as exciting as watching a 90-yard touchdown pass back then.
Yeah. Even when he came to the Georgia Dome, hey man, everybody showed up to see Cam.
Shoot.
Well, he was from College Park.
Cam went to
Yeah,
Westlake.
of course. Yeah, he
And
went to
you know they were
Westlake, but
showing up
hey,
for Cam.
Cam might be my favorite person from Atlanta, but I am biased.
Mm.
okay.
I was like, it's just crazy that a dude from Atlanta would be the Panthers' greatest quarterback of all time.
And why don't they have his pictures up in the facility?
I've been telling, I tweet the Panthers all the time. Y'all need to make up with Cam Newton, bro. Put him in the Hall of Honor. I think they should retire number one. I can't imagine nobody else wearing that jersey for
Has
us.
anyone else wore it since Cam last played?
Nope.
Mm.
Nobody's wore 89 since Steve Smith played
See,
for us either.
that's like the same thing with two over here.
I wouldn't wear it.
And the, and,
If I came to Atlanta to play, I wouldn't wear it.
and
I
the
think out of
They
Falcons,
said I could
respect,
have it.
out of respect, a lot of players probably just say, I don't want that number, bro.
I don't want that number, man.
like the
Sit them
thing
guys there.
is that yeah, you get like the Falcons ever retire numbers, but like I don't think anyone's wore Steve Barkowski's number since it's since he retired. You know, it was actually years before anyone wore before Koo got 7. Now Bijan wears it. And Walker wears 11, but you know, I mean they gave that to him because
It,
I wouldn't be shocked if maybe Julio did give his blessing to Walker and we just didn't learn about it. I would like to think he did, but two, that's a number that like you know I that's a number that probably has anyone wore Jesse Tuggle's number since he retired. I don't think so.
didn't Cordero Patterson wear Roddy White's number?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean that's
I wouldn't have let nobody wear. Roddy White was a baller for y'all for a
yeah.
long time.
See, you can't be that way with every number, but like, there's just some guys that like, yeah, you never retire numbers, but essentially, I think Matt Ryan's number is going to be the same as Steve Barkowski. You, it's going to be unofficially retired.
Y'all should retire Matt Ryan's jersey.
We should, but we don't. I mean, the Falcons never retire numbers.
I mean, think about in that era of NFC South football, Drew Brees is statistically one of the best quarterbacks of all time, and he never won a league MVP. And back-to-back years, Cam Newton and Matt Ryan win MVP.
Yeah,
And then we go to Super Bowl back to back.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm telling y'all. I keep telling everybody
ooh,
every year.
touchdowns.
It's
Seattle
the
fucking
I-85 curse, man.
Seattle fucking rolling them so
I 85
far.
curse. I never thought about that.
This Horton guy, he's showing up.
Because we the only two teams really on the I-85, and it's something about that. We got too many similarities. We lost to the same two teams in the Super Bowl.
We did?
Or
Wow.
yeah, Denver and New England.
We did, yeah. That is true.
It's crazy. We got too many similarities, man. Like I think Bill Goldberg played for y'all. He was the
He
first
did,
player
yeah.
he's the first player to ever be cut in Panthers history.
Huh. Is that true?
Yeah.
Mm.
And LeVar Ball was on our practice squad back in the day.
Wow. Yeah, he did. He did play briefly played pro football.
Yeah, he was one of the ones I was thinking of earlier when we were talking about players that wasn't that good, but their kids turned out to be better than them. I was
He
just thinking
definitely
that
taught
because
them how to be
Lamelo,
pros.
I'm a Hornets fan, and I rock with Lamelo. I'm tired of seeing the media tell everybody he needs to go to a big market because Charlotte ain't never gonna help him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we got new ownership. Them owners only been here what, like a couple years?
Mm. Yeah. How the Tepper's been y'all's owner for how long?
This is his eighth year.
He's finally
Twenty eighteen, or is his seventh year one?
he's finally.
2018 was his first season as owner.
You think y'all are y'all are playoff contenders now?
No, I would say we're playoff hopefuls.
Well,
I think Carolina, if depending on the next couple of weeks, I think Carolina gonna sneak in as a wild card.
they
It's
could.
going. It's kind of tough. I was looking at it a couple days ago. The NFC is really good right now.
It
You got
is.
like the
That's
NFC West. 3 out of the 4 teams have a winning record.
and that's why I was saying, man.
The NFC North is the same way.
Like what that why Wolf was saying week one was so important.
Yep. He said it was a playoff game, and boy, those words are echoing hard now.
I just hope we don't play down to New Orleans next week.
It's a
I,
fucking
I think you
division game.
guys I think you guys are progressing at the right time, man.
Yeah,
I
y'all
Uh,
think
are.
you
give
guys are
Rico
finding your feet.
give Rico the ball because I don't think New Orleans can stop him.
Nah, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with him. And you
They're
know
gonna do
what?
it
That's
rely on
that's
Kool Aid.
that's another thing too. To find out and make your move and commit to your new running back. Just totally commit to him at this point.
Let's see that. I do give Dave Canales credit sometimes. Like last year, benching Bryce was the right move because he came back more motivated and more confident. And I feel like it might have took him a couple weeks too long, but going with Rico is the right move. Like you got to show Panthers fans, you got to show David Tepper, hell, you got to show the rest of the league that we finally figured it out. We're not just going to say we're going to do it our way and be stubborn about it. We're going to do what works and win games finally.
Shoot,
You just said
Rico.
a mouthful right there.
Yeah, Rico's been tearing teams apart all year.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just said
dude,
a
he was
mouthful right there.
the last 2 weeks when he didn't get as much playing time. He was still coming into this week, I think, top
Oh
five in
shit! See how I
rushing.
get
And
that ball? Shoot, they gonna run away with this one.
the dude's putting up easy over 100 yards every time he starts.
He's so hard to tackle, man.
Mm.
He's I almost feel like part of it is just motivation that he feels like Dallas didn't believe in him, and motivation because he's back home because he's from the Carolinas.
Mm.
He's got ties to South and North Carolina. So I'm like, that's a real Carolina dude right there. Like he fucks
I'm
with both
about. Hold on.
Carolinas.
I'm about to let someone in. We gonna see who he is. If he's weird, we just gonna we gonna get him out. But
Who is he? What's his name?
Emmanuel, we gonna see. No, no one can see. No one can see the actual screen. So I'm gonna
Okay.
just see what Emmanuel. You don't say something, I'm gonna kick you out of here.
You think he got his? He was muted. Oh,
Hey,
What's up?
yeah.
what's going on, fellas?
What's up, man?
Man, you trying to maintain it, maintaining it.
Shoot, man. What you thinking?
Man, man, I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't really don't know this.
Mm.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't. What you thinking about what you saw today?
I'm thinking. I like it's like what I said in one of the comments. All these roles, and no matter what the problem that we're facing, it leads back to Zach Robinson. I
Oh,
don't know why.
this is Fandemic.
It's
This is
pandemic.
Oh,
yeah.
what
I
up, man?
recognize his voice.
What
What's
up?
happening with you?
What's
I'm
up,
glad you
man?
came in, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know, man. I think, and I must admit, I was one on board to bringing Raheem in, but I think when it came to selecting his coaching staff, he was in over his head. One, yes, you have been here before. You have held down a head coaching position. We give you that credit. However, when it came to picking your staff, you have to put people under you that can support you. Neither one of his coordinators can support him. So they brought in Auburn. The only experienced person that they have was Jerry Gray, who they have not given the time of day.
I don't
Uh,
know what the fuck Jerry Gray does.
yeah, I mean,
Now,
he's actually a great. He's a great coordinator. Let me put it like that. Defensive coordinator.
I'll say this. I don't think Jerry Gray is neat in many ways because Ulbricht's been doing his thing. He has
Oh
his
yeah,
hands all over this.
hands down, hands down. And that goes to the point I wanted to make about Raheem Morris lasting to the end of the season. If he loses the Saints and then turn around and lose against Carolina, I would not wait to pull the plug, make Garrett Albrecht the
Yeah,
intern head coach, or make him the head coach, or
because man,
and move Jared Gray up
yeah.
to defensive
If
coordinator.
you lose in Germany, then you come back and you lose to the Panthers and Saints. Your
Yeah,
season is over at that point.
yeah,
There is
I
zero
think,
chance you're making the playoffs. Yeah, do it.
yeah, yeah. I think that'll be the time you say, okay, we don't want to pay three head coaches, but we have to. This
Yeah.
is not one of those things that you're gonna have to wait till the end of the season, uh, because if you get to that point, you already lost your locker room.
Oh yeah.
But nobody trusts you now. You coming in with a game plan, then second quarter, a whole different game plan comes about. You're like, what in the world? As a player, you don't see that stability.
Honestly, man, when they went up early, I was kind of questioning before we got back into it if maybe
Yeah,
he'd already lost the locker room right now.
yeah,
I did too.
See, I
yeah,
agree with you because that's what early parts of the games are for. Most teams script the first few drives because you want to see What is the other team going to do? And you have to be able to adjust to it mid game.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And if you've been watching film, you probably know what their tendencies are, so you know what they're about to
Oh,
start switching to.
Oh yeah, for sure. And all the way up until the fourth quarter, like I did in my reaction video or prediction video, I had said that this game could come down to whether we win by a field goal or lose by a field goal. I was very optimistic about us winning,
hmm.
but I was more on the side of we're going to win or lose by the 3 points. And sure enough, it gets down to that, and it's a coaching decision that costs us the game. People look at it and say, "Hey, man, that field goal, he missed that extra point. That was no, that we lost that game before that.
Yeah.
We lost that game.
That's true.
We should have never been in that situation. And to rely on a kicker, the defense gave you every opportunity in the world to capitalize, on the offensive side of the ball. You talk about 5 sacks. That means we got the pressure on May. We got the pressure. We've been talking about getting pressure on the quarterback since last season. We got the quarterback got the rush on May, and it didn't make a bit of difference on offensive wise, which is why I did not like the idea of Zach Robinson, first year coordinator, coming in with this very young team. With a very young team like this, we definitely got to have an experienced offensive coordinator that's very experienced with that Sean McVay system. If you look across the league, I think, if I'm not wrong, every team that is running this Sean McVay or using that playbook is successful right now. I know they're playing above 500 ball. I know that much. I mean, if you're using that playbook and you're falling below 500 or
There's a
floating
problem.
anywhere around that,
There's a problem.
that is a serious problem. That's a serious problem. And we brought it up earlier today in a one of the other podcasts that regardless of how we think about what Shanahan did in that Super Bowl, he will have a field day with this team that we have now.
Oh yeah.
He would
That's what
have.
I was
Oh
saying.
my!
At the end of the day, we can say whatever we want. We got no right to talk about Shanahan because he's the closest we've ever gotten to a championship in the first place.
Right, right.
Hey, Pandemic, I got a question for you.
Oh,
Okay, the times when we were down and we was going for it on fourth down, do you think that contributed from the lack of trust in the kicker? And did that change how we schemed on our drives when we was bogging down?
well, I don't think it took away from it. I think what took away from it is who we went to. I think on one of those plays they went to David Seals, which was one of the most important fourth downs in the game. Actually, that was a third down. I'm sorry, that was a third down.
Why the
Right.
fuck?
It was one of the-
Why is David Sills even out there? But why the fuck are you throwing to him?
Why are you going to him? And my thing is, and I think we talked about it on another podcast that you have people saying Kyle Pitts is the unicorn. No, sir. Drake London right now is our unicorn.
Yeah.
He's been balling out this year. He's been balling out this whole game. So why would you not have him in the game on a very critical third and fourth down? So it's not the fact that we schemed and went for it on third and fourth. It's the fact that why we didn't have the personnel that on the field that we needed. Why we didn't, even when we did have the personnel on the field, why didn't you not go to them?
Yeah.
Everybody else would key in on Bijan or either Drake London, and Drake London has been winning his matchups all game long. Kyle Pitts, for the most part, he's been playing real good. Although I will still trade him at the end of the season.
Well, his
But
contract's up.
yeah, yeah. But why would you not make Drake London your go-to guy? So the scheming part on the third and fourth, I think that's a way of for Raheem just saying, "Hey, guys, we at least tried it." He was at his wits end, or should I say, Zach Robinson was at his wits end because he didn't have anything else to go to. If you punt the ball away, they'll say, "Hey, well, you gave up on the team." But if we go for it, because there's a lot of fans I in here that that are ex coaches, ex players, and some make better couch coaches than players. They predict what you're doing. So to sit back and to actually be that predictable, yeah, you're lost as far as play calling. So the scheme part is up until the third and fourth down has been the problem. On first down, we don't we predictable. First down, we're running. We're
Yeah.
going to Bijan on first down. Everybody knows that. Second down, we're going to Kyle Pitts. Third down, we're going to Tyler Algier. And on fourth, if we decide to go third and fourth, or on third and fourth downs, you either go into that screen pass, that little screen, tight end screen, or you send a Bijan out on the screen.
Well, I'll give them credit. They did not do that tight end screen today. I'll give them credit for that.
You know why? Because he got his behind handed to him against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
From the media.
Well, someone had to get in his ear talking about this shit needs to get out of the playbook.
Yeah, and it took that press conference. It took that press conference to get that done, because the reporters were not letting up on Raheem and Zach. They got called out for that screen. They got called out for that tight end screen. Now, granted, Kyle Pitts' rookie season, it was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But that was prior to
That injury.
And he does not run the same. He does not play the same. He is not the same Kyle Pitts.
No, he ain't.
So you have to if you're going to keep him, you're going to have to make an adjustment so that he can lead.
They're fucking killing them.
But my thing with Kyle Pitts is you don't want to pay him as a wide receiver, so you keep him at the tight end spot, which is I haven't gotten yet. Why you still?
How much you think Pitt's gonna ask for?
Pitts?
Yeah.
He better not ask for nothing. I mean, look and get it. I don't care if he has a unicorn type season, rest of the season. I do not care. He still has to go, and I'm gonna tell you why. History has told us, from the Falcons standpoint, these players get in these contract years, and then they ball out. The following season, you do not hear nothing from them.
Yeah.
Nope. I mean, I can't think of one player that got that bag and came back and went to the Pro Bowl.
Let me ask you this: would you rather bring back Algier or Pitts?
Oh, Algier, hands down.
Okay, now
because our identity is supposed to be a run team.
okay,
Yeah, exactly.
I understand that. I understand what you would say that. I do think though, and I think once again this goes back into coaching. I have always said this, that if Raheem, and honestly, man, y'all know I've made it pretty clear I want the motherfucker going. If Raheem finds a way to save his job, you know who he's bringing in as offensive coordinator, right?
With the guy from Miami.
Boy from Miami.
Okay.
And, that's where I say, I think McDaniel, you say all you want about him, McDaniel, I do think, would realize the talent that Kyle Pitt. Now, I understand Algier's very valuable to the team, but you also got to think, how much is Algier going to ask for?
Right.
That's what you got to think, too.
It's going to be the side effect as well.
So, at the end of I feel like you do have to bring one of them back. You're not bringing both of them back, but you also can't let both of them go. Because, man, if you let both of them go, that is a good chunk of your offense. And, you're talking about like that wanting to remain physical. You got to have those big bodies around. And I feel like with Pitts at this point, Pitts has really evolved. This is who Pitts is. You know,
Right.
he's not this flashy speed guy, but he
Right.
can still make some catches. He can still be reliable for you if you get him involved. The
Right.
one spot where I do wish Pitts, and I think obviously our red zone machine is Drake, but it really, man, if you could get Pitts involved in that red zone more, think
Mhm.
about how dangerous this offense would be.
Wow.
And
Well,
that's what I'm wondering. Why hasn't anybody been able to utilize and make Pitts dangerous in the red zone? Is it Pitts or is it the play callers that we have?
you said it. What I said earlier. It leads back to Zach Robinson. Because I'm gonna tell you, Shanahan will have Pitts in the Pro Bowl,
Oh yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he had Charlie Warner in the Pro Bowl.
That's right. Yeah, he did
Charlie
come from San
Warner.
Fran,
Yeah. And Charlie Warner, he's not going to get you those 1,000 yards, no, but he will get you 500 to 600.
along with the blocking.
Yeah, along with the blocking. There you go. Another thing, we got another tight end that can do almost the exact same thing, if not better than Charlie Warner. He might not be as good as blocker, but he's a better receiver than Charlie Warner.
who you talking about?
Oh, Teagan.
Oh him, yeah.
Egan. Yes.
We ain't seen a lot of him, but he's been a guy who.
Oh, when he was at Tennessee, was it Tennessee or that was Tennessee, right?
Yeah, I think he was in Tennessee.
That look, he was more of a wide receiver than he was a tight end,
Yeah,
and he's a big guy. He's big like a tight end.
yeah.
And see, my thing is, no, he's not going to get that 1,000 yards that everybody's expecting Kyle Pitts to get, because that's what everybody's looking for. Honestly, they want him to get back to that rookie form.
That ain't gonna happen.
Ain't
That
happening.
900 to 1,000 yards, and it's not going to happen. So if we know that's not going to happen, especially under Zach Robinson, why not utilize Charlie Warner even now? Why not use Charlie Warner?
You're right. Yeah.
But I guarantee you, no team in the league would foresee Charlie Warner becoming a weapon
No,
at this point.
They'll never see it coming.
They'll never see it coming.
never will.
Nope, not at all. By the time they see it, it'll be too late. It'll be too late.
And
Why
then,
we haven't
man,
used it? Go ahead.
and then that just opens it up for everyone else.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is exactly right.
So, man, what we really could be doing actually, we should just be, man, because let's be real. We do not have Darnell and Drake are our two wide receivers. Outside of that, no one in this receiving room is worth a shit.
Right.
What? So you're telling me what we should be doing? Because I've always remained that you got to have 5 weapons out there. Okay, you got to have 5 weapons out there. You got Drake, you got Mooney, you got Bijan, you got Pitts. You're looking for that 5th one.
Yes.
You're telling me it could be Charlie Warner's.
Yes.
And you're telling me we should essentially just run 2 tight end sets, 2 wide receivers, and then from time to time, if you want to switch with Bijan and Algier, you can.
You called it. You called it.
See, how the fuck is it that we ain't getting paid and we know more about than these motherfuckers?
Not,
I told you why earlier. Go ahead, Pandemic.
I'm optimistic, right? I'm thinking, I'm looking at this thing from a youthful 10-year-old who got his heart broke by the Dallas Cowboys in 1980 or 81. But I'm looking at this thing. Okay, Raheem is playing with the league right now. This is how I'm looking at it. He's toying with the league. And right about when they think that we're out, which is going to be the game against the Saints, is where we run off into the playoffs. and start opening up this offense.
Man,
Using
I wish I I had the confidence you've had. I want to have it right now. I just don't know. I don't
Wow.
know if I can say it. I don't.
oh my
Man, you know
goodness.
you're always
Boy,
welcome over here anytime, though. But I mean, so what are you saying? Because I saw your comment about you think this. You said you thought the game next Sunday is where things could turn around and we can start winning.
It
Explain
could very
why.
well be. It could very well be
Well, explain how.
because we've seen it. The Falcons, the expectations going into every game, whether it's a playoff team or a team that's playing 500 ball or a team that's nowhere even in discussion. We played down to our competition. Going in here to Indianapolis, one of the top teams in the league, I'm expecting our team to step up like they did against Buffalo.
Mm,
I'm expecting them to get that pressure on
Danny Dimes.
what is his name? The quarterback?
Danny Dimes.
Daniel. Yeah. I'm expecting our pressure to get to him. Because truth be told, they really haven't played nobody like our defense this year. Look at their competition. Same thing with who we lost to today,
Patriots.
the Patriots. We should have beat them, but for some reason or another, it wasn't our offense that
We
let up. I
we
mean, our defense that
we
let up.
beat ourselves.
We beat ourselves, and it's the same reason, and it has been every week. Even the game against Buffalo, coaching, excuse me, coaching, play calling, and undisciplined penalties. Excuse me.
You all right?
So,
Shoot.
and this is why
So
this game here worries me with Indianapolis. One, it's a long trip. They're gonna have to recoup from that. Two, I think it's gonna be the same old Zach Robinson. Defense is they're gonna have to swarm like they did today and like they did against Buffalo. They're gonna have to swarm. They're gonna have to get that pressure. So when we do get this ball back or get turnovers, the offense have to do what they supposed to do. Reward
right.
the defense for getting that ball back or putting that pressure
Let me
on.
tell you, if we're gonna win this game, we gotta have control of it.
Most certainly, I agree.
So can we say that this game, even though we lost, was a definite improvement
Oh, we're
and
we're
gives us a positive outlook for the next coming games based off of performance?
No,
mm,
no, and I tell you why. We saw a better performance already, and we still came back and lost against Miami. We saw a better performance against the one of the top quarterbacks in the league, MVP quarterback in the league, Josh Allen. That's probably the best ball we're going to play all year long. And I hate to say it.
yeah.
And I tell everybody the reason we beat Washington, and regardless of what we're seeing, how they're playing now, is because Mariota was playing.
Mm,
That is true. I'll agree with that.
yeah.
But our best ball was against Buffalo. And although we played a great game against New England, defensive wise, and this is like they said, it was Pennick's first game with 3 touchdowns. So I give them that. But our best game was against Buffalo. And until we mimic that, there's not a whole lot to like look forward to.
Yeah.
All we can do, all we can do going to the rest of the season is crossing our fingers and hoping
Oh
that
man,
we,
Well,
just
then we ran against Buffalo, didn't we?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's what we did. That's what we didn't do today. We abandoned the run game.
mm-hmm.
And then when we needed it in the fourth quarter, we
Yep.
didn't go back to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it goes back to Zach Robinson.
I feel like if there's I also feel like because I hear the optimism. You're talking about optimism.
Hmm.
Any chance the Falcons are able to turn this thing around in the second half, you're gonna have to see more of what you saw today out of Jalen Walker,
Almost certain.
and you're gonna have to see it out of Pierce too. You're gonna have to see the rookies really step up
Yeah. Yeah.
if you want any
Them boys
chance,
chomping at the bits.
Yeah.
of turning this thing around and potentially competing for anything.
Yeah. True indeed. And here's my thing about our rookies too. And they have shown what they can do. But anything that we can get positive out of our rookies, we've already won. If we can
That's
get
true.
the experienced guys, our veterans, to do what they need to do. Now Zach Harrison, oh, that's my guy.
That's who we
That's
need
my
back
guy.
for this game. If we want
Yeah,
a chance to win versus the Colts, that's who we need back.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now the thing is about Zach Robinson, he has to realize once we get into these late third and early fourth quarter tight games, it's time to go Bijan, Tyler Algier, and finish wearing these teams down.
That's what we didn't do today.
That's where we're going away from. Right. When we needed it in the fourth quarter,
Yeah,
we didn't do it. We
we
abandoned it.
we need to do exactly what we did to Buffalo, and Buffalo tried their best to get their guys coming in fresh. They kept trading guys in and out, in and out, in and out. But because of the way we ran the ball, by the time it got to the fourth quarter, everybody was worn down. The second string, the starters, the veterans, all of them, they were
Right.
all tired. Now, granted, the one thing that's going to hurt us in Indianapolis, and outside of Zach Robinson, that is, but our offensive line is no more.
I was just talking about. I was just talking. Were you in there when I was talking about we at the end of the game we had only our starting center and starting left tackle in.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that is critical. The
We
fact
down
that
we down to
Lindstrom
our
is not.
third string blindside tackle,
Yeah,
and
mhm,
both our guards went out.
yeah, yeah. Losing Lindstrom is a lot.
Oh yeah,
That is huge. Because you talking about one of the smartest tackle, if not the smartest tackle in football. And I think that's why Wilkerson. I think that's why Elijah. I think that's why he's being so successful right now because he's playing right next to Lindstrom.
I
Lindstrom is
mean,
a great
how successful would you really say he's been?
Wilkerson.
How successful do you really
Oh,
think he's been?
in my opinion, very successful. He had one bad game that I can remember. I mean, when I say one bad game, I mean one that like really stood out. He has not been perfect by no means.
He hasn't been perfect. He's had
Right.
times where he's been all right. There's also been other times. Now I will say that our O line I felt like since that San Francisco game has improved, but
Hmm.
still it's still the ups and downs. And also Lindstrom's helping Wilkinson a lot.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So
And see,
if
the San Francisco game was probably Wilkson's. I think that was his worst game. If I had to recollect it
so
right.
if he is out, if Bergeron is out, that is it, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That could really be a wraps on our entire game plan and getting the running game going. Which I'm gonna say this: if you don't get the running game going versus the Colts, you will lose another game.
yeah. True indeed. True indeed. Yep.
This is going to be a
What were the
game.
injuries? I didn't hear. I don't know where I was at, but what were the injuries to those linemen?
Lindstrom got a foot injury. What injury did Bergeron went out early? I think he also had a leg injury.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I really have to go back and look at it.
Okay.
But I do know that Bergeron went out, then Lindstrom followed behind him, and it was when those two went out, that's when I was just like, oh, okay. But even with the replacements, I'm gonna call it like that. I'm gonna call them like that. The replacements, we still did pretty good as far as blocking.
Yeah, we did.
So a lot of people they looked at the fact that we couldn't get nothing executed as to saying that the O line failed. and that's not nowhere near the case. Especially when you have Zach Robinson, his predictable play calling that's taking the center stage off of what we could have done and what should have been done. Now, when you have fans, commentators that are all saying what you need to be doing, oh my! Look, I was at what game that was? I forgot which one it was, but this was going back to last season. It was a home game, and we're sitting there, we're driving, and I'm sitting next to this young lady, and this is why I say people, a lot of people take for granted how much women know about football. But I was sitting next to this young lady, and I thought I was a fan. This young lady, well, I'm talking about
Oh my
very
god.
boisterous. She was one of these type fans. You were like, wait a minute, is she drunk? But she was nowhere near. She was just into the game.
Darnold
And
is balling out.
we driving down the field, and Zach Robinson makes a bonehead call, and she jumps up like, "What are you doing?" So, I mean, and this is one of the things where you say, "No, I know exactly what it was. I know exactly what it was." When we, and I don't think it was against Buffalo, but what was the game where Raheem Morris should have kicked the field goal? It was a 4th and 1, and we didn't have Bijan in the game, and we went for a pass
You
instead of going to Algier. We should have either kicked the field goal or we should have gave it to Algier,
you
and we
you
did
talking
neither.
about you not talking about the Kansas City game last year, are you?
This
No,
year.
this is against Buffalo.
It was against Buffalo,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that must have been against Buffalo.
but no, this was a game we lost, I believe. No, it might have been against Buffalo. It might have been because we still won it. But when you got people in the stands calling your plays that you're about to do, and this one here just happened to be a woman, and I'm not saying women shouldn't know about football, but this one here just happened to be a woman, and she called out what he was about to do before he even did it.
Yeah, because Algier was in the game, and it was like, so if you're gonna throw the ball, we know you're not gonna throw it to Algier.
Right. Exactly. So either you're gonna either you're gonna run the ball because it was a 4th and 1. It was a 4th and 1, and we end up not even getting it. But Zach Robinson just has to be that guy. He has to. He should have already been gone.
Man, man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all looking at what Sam Darnold's doing?
Actually, I'm looking at the.
Y'all looking at this? Another completion. This man's perfect so far. 16 for 16 already. 260 and 4 on them.
And he's capable of that though. He's
I
capable of
get
that.
he's capable of that, but see,
Yeah.
it's taken. He's doing this in Seattle. That's why I'm
Mhm.
telling y'all, don't be shocked if Raheem is out of here. If they hire a coordinator, it might end up being someone like Clint Kubiak.
Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, too, I think Kirk Cousins would be a better quarterback if it were for Zach Robinson. And I'm gonna tell you why. Did y'all see the scene last game where Kirk Cousins jumped all over Zach Robinson on the sideline?
Yeah,
I heard about it.
Yeah, he was all over Zach. I mean, every time Zach tried to open his mouth, Kirk was on him. And I think it came down to a disagreement either on a play call or he just wasn't listening to Kirk
god
or he
damn.
blaming Kirk for something. But either way, I think Kirk would have been a better quarterback. I don't think those two see eye to eye.
JSN is fucking something special.
Where they're saying that he talked to Kurt more than he talked to Penix.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And then,
how's that supposed to work? Because Penix is young.
yeah, yeah. Because even when he came down to the sideline, to Zach Robinson, when he came down to the sideline and Penix came out of the game, he still didn't talk to him at that point. He
Mm-mm.
went over to the sideline and he was talking to his quarterback coach, Williams. Williams. Doug Williams' son. He's the
I got you.
quarterback coach.
Yeah,
Oh,
DJ.
okay.
Ain't his name DJ?
Yeah, DJ. Yeah, DJ
DJ
Williams.
Williams. So what the fuck is DJ Williams doing to help Penix?
He's a stepping stone.
Because see,
He's
I look at this as I look at that intentional grounding. Okay,
hmm
who at this point, man, who's teaching him?
right. Exactly.
So he didn't realize that Bijan's on his left.
Nope. Even if he did,
Mm,
I think he was trying to really just stop the play to save time, but he did it the wrong way.
right.
I mean, not to save time, to stop the clock, but he did it the wrong way. I think his mind was solely set on stopping the clock and not realizing that he didn't have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, you're right.
But even with that, you have to, and that's what it goes back to the decisions these coaches made. Raheem made when he took over the team. You bring in a first year coordinator, defensive coordinator. You bring in a first year offensive coordinator, and you come in and you promote a guy to a quarterback's coach in his first year.
Right.
Where's the development coming from? Who's
And
developing who?
and and the bad thing about it is they gave Zach a lot of praise, but look who he was on the team with.
Yeah, yeah.
Who
And he
look
wasn't
he
even
had a
calling the plays
Stafford.
then. He wasn't calling the plays then.
Right.
He was just like Raheem. He was on a coattail of coordinators that were winning. That's all it is. And see,
And
even
that
when
and
Raheem
that
was,
gets him jobs.
oh yeah, it's all about what they say about who you know,
Oh, mm,
Yeah.
who you
don't
network
we
with.
know?
Damn. And see
Who
this
you-
this Washington win, that don't even look impressive anymore.
No,
It really don't.
no.
Well, they got tape on your boy now. Plus, he got injured. So
That's
hmm
true. But
Now, if Zach Robinson had took what they did to Washington last season and built on that, he would probably be a whole lot successful today than he is now.
look at those final three games. I want to ask you a question. Why is it we saw those final three games, and I know you know people have said, oh, Penix was just a breath of fresh air. But like there were
Mm.
some good play calls those final three games. Where the fuck has any of that been consistently this year?
Yeah, and it has not been. And people will say, "Well, he was just a fresh breath there." Yes, but he was playing against a Washington team that went to the playoffs. Washington was on a roll. They were not scrub team like they're looking now. This was a bona fide playoff team last season that we beat. I mean that we are that we played well against. I said we beat, but the
wow.
way when he came in that game, the way he orchestrated, the way Penix orchestrated is how he should be right now. And people saying, well, he's still a rookie. He's only 9, 10 games in. But guys, look what he did the last 4 games of the season last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed these. I mean, compared to what he's doing today, he killed he killed everybody last year.
They had no tape on him. That's I'm gonna give him that though.
Well, I agree. I agree. They didn't have no tape on him, but we didn't have no tape on their defense either. Well, at least we did. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Penix wasn't looking at it because who thought he was going to be in the game?
Well,
He
that's
might
true. I
be
never
on the
looked at
road
it like that.
because we didn't plan on playing Penix. So why would he be? I'm not going to say why he wasn't in there because I'm pretty sure all the quarterbacks watch the same tape at the same time. But can we honestly say that we planned to put Penix in?
No.
No.
And you talking about somebody who hadn't had a snap because even in preseason, he didn't take any snaps. At least not in in the game situation because Robinson's.
I
I
never
mean,
looked at it like that. That's a good point though. He didn't. It wasn't like he was planning to play.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because truthfully, those last four games, that was Michael Penix's preseason.
Yeah,
Now,
because he showed him playing the next one.
yeah, because in the OTAs and mini camps and all that, yeah, they were throwing. I mean, yeah, but he was throwing against a team that really wasn't trying to take his head off. His own team ain't gonna take his head off.
No, right.
There's no pressure coming from him, not real pressure, because don't know nobody. Everybody trying to save themselves from getting hurt. So nobody wants to come up with a hammy trying to turn a corner and get to the quarterback. That type of thing. So when you playing against Washington at the level that they were playing, and who was actually on a roll, I think. I think at that point they hadn't lost a game since like early in the season.
Yeah, they were rolling.
They were rolling. Everybody was expecting, at least I did, Jaden to actually take this team into the playoffs and well into it, at least into the playing for the conference. What the problem is this year, one can only guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I was listening to your reaction to this game, Chandler, but I just turned the TV on and
Mm.
they head tore off.
Yeah, I told you.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, it's bad. This is bad. Yeah, this is bad. And what makes it even worse, at least with Dan Quinn and you can go all the way back to Jerry Glanville. When they did their press conferences, they gave legit answers, not answers to tickle nobody's ears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be that professional uh
I call it etiquette,
no,
professional etiquette.
that AI chat type
Yeah.
answers. Yeah,
We
you're
hear the
right.
same shit out of Raheem every week.
Yeah, the same. Just blame me. Just blame me.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're taking all the blame, then you're gonna
He,
take the blame and you're gonna be fired.
You're gonna
yeah.
be fired there. We all gonna
Be,
blame you.
be fired. Yeah,
Keep that same energy when we get ready to make this decision. And
exactly.
don't throw Terry under the bus. Don't drag him under the bus with you.
Oh no, sir. You know what? That's what drives me crazy. Right? We've seen what we've been dealing with in the past with these other general managers with uh Dimitrov. Even Dimitrov wasn't bad, but we seen how situations worked out. Why are we blaming Terry Fontenot?
I just think it's more of a matter of Terry's been here 5 years and there still hasn't been a winning season.
Mm, okay, okay.
Yeah, but
You take away.
does the GM, are they in charge of hiring the head coach?
No,
Mm-mm.
Okay.
that was off the blank move. Especially,
No,
in
I'm saying
Well,
structurally.
yeah. In
If
this
we're just talking about the structure, the correct structure.
now, the correct structure would have been to let the GM pick them, and
Okay,
the
that's what I'm
owner and
saying.
the president be hands off, and they just handle the operation of the team. But for some reason, Rich McKay and Arthur Blank, they're the ones that picked Raheem.
I think the only thing that Terry might be able to argue to save his job is that essentially for the first 3 years is he was essentially a HR GM. He was a GM in name only.
Hmm. Well,
Can Terry fire Raheem?
I don't think he
I
has the authority to.
don't, I don't think so either. Like I said, he didn't hire him. So it would be like one of those HR moves where you have to go up the chain of
Oh
the
yeah, when you're in management, yeah, most of the time the corporate has to fire you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Now The thing about Terry is, I think he has done a masterful job. I just don't. I don't think there was anybody else in the league that could have pulled off what he pulled off, and has the players in here that he wanted. The way he orchestrated the draft. I mean, because we stole the draft.
Yeah.
We stole it. I mean, people can underestimate it all they want to, because the fact that Albrecht has been able to come in here and get this defense the way it looks now tells us that Jerry Fontenot has made all the right decisions up to this point.
Do you think that the Ulbrich hire was a Terry hire, a Raheem hire, or both of them basically had their say in it?
I think that was a total organizational thing. I
Okay.
think everybody knew we had to move on from Jimmy Lake, but the fact that it's Albrecht that came in here, I'm thinking there was more to Terry. I'm thinking it's more Terry, because Albrecht was here before with Raheem. He was here with Raheem. So I think that was a Terry move. I don't know. I can't speculate on that, but I'm just glad
I
they
think Raheem
did.
had a say in it because he and Jeff are so tight.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that. I can see that. And not only that, and here's the thing about the plus side before Jeff Albrecht got here, right? I was following him uh when that big thing happened up there in New York, right? They what's it was a cornerback that they got up there. Uh, because I wanted him here, and he still may even have a chance to come here next season. But anyway, something happened with one of the cornerback. Oh, he was safety, one of the two. But this was when Aaron Rodgers was up there, because everybody was talking about what Aaron Rodgers is going to do for New York, and how everybody's
You
saying the
talking about
defense.
Reed?
Not Reed. I know the name when I hear it.
Carter?
Let's see. This was last season.
Oh.
Uh, I try to remember here in a second, but the fact that when Albrecht took over that defense, there was not one single Pro Bowl player. At season end, it was three. So you talking about somebody who you know can get the job done, and regardless of what everybody think, the defense was not the problem with the Jets. It was all offense. The Jets defense was actually the top 10 in the league last season. So when we got a chance to get him, well, he had transitioned over to be an interim head coach after they got rid of Salah. So, uh, but I was so happy when I heard that he wanted, or that he was leaving New York. I didn't had no idea we had a chance to get him. And the only reason he left New York because his coaching staff, that was not his coaching staff. And I don't think that they wanted him there, because in the press conference, he was saying that he was not given all the resources that he needed from his coaching staff to succeed, which means the coaches weren't telling him everything that he needed to know.
Yeah.
So he made the right decisions. So to have him come here as the defensive coordinator in the element and zone where he loves and he fits comfortable. Oh, with these players, oh my goodness. I already knew what it was going to be. I already knew it. I had I have one problem with this defense, and that's the fact that we still have Troy Anderson here.
So you just
Now,
that's just a waste of
Why
space.
why do you think they still have him on the roster?
you know what? I went back and forth with this, and it's become a running joke that he had something on somebody, had some video on somebody on the team, and whether it's a coach or Arthur Blank or somebody, he got footage of something on somebody. Because you talking about a guy he hasn't played in what, 2 almost 3 years, right?
Man, it was early last year.
Now I know he played
He
early
played
last
one or two games.
year. Yeah, and he came
Yeah.
back from injury. I don't count that, but that was like really
No.
early. So
Man,
it's
he ain't
really,
actually played a full season since his rookie year.
yeah. And granted, I love Troy Anderson. I love him on the outside. But the fact that uh he's exposed out there in coverage, That's the only thing I took away from
Well,
him.
and the other thing
So
with
he was
Troy,
fit.
Troy was a developmental piece, and now that he
Yeah.
ain't been out there playing, that development has pretty much gone to. Man, if Troy could have been out there playing, and this is what I
Hmm.
say, if you could have gotten a Troy Anderson with
Yeah.
Jeff Ulbrich, there would have been no need for Divine Diablo because man,
Yeah.
Troy could be wrecking games
Yeah.
apart.
Yeah. With this defense, oh, absolutely.
Troy could be
Absolutely.
wrecking games apart, but he's not
Mhm.
able to because he's not healthy.
Right. And see, that's the downfall. I mean, what they always say about any great player, your availability is
Your best
your
ability.
Best ability.
best ability. So if you can't be here, you're expendable. I mean, I don't care how great of a player you are. If you cannot play a full season, and it always happens when your team outside of last season, uh, or early in the season, it always his injuries always happen when the team absolutely needs him to be on the field, and it showed. So if you can't be here, guess what? You're expendable. I mean, we have to go find somebody else. Whether it be, and I would rather bring in somebody that's a veteran that already knows the game. But if even if we have to go grab in the draft and draft somebody up and develop them, that's just a chance you have to take. But you're
Yeah,
wasting money if you can't have a if you got a guy that can't stay on the field, especially if somebody like Troy whose contract we ain't gonna talk about that.
you're right. No, you're right.
So when I say Terry Fontenot stole the draft with Jalen Walker, Pierce, with Billy Bowman, who can play both safety and come down into the
We
box,
need Bowman back, and he might be coming back for the Colts game.
I think everybody will be back for that Colts game. That's a prime time game, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a
Playing in the
standalone game.
morning.
It's in the morning for us. Oh yeah, it's nine
I
o'clock
think
in the
it's in the
morning for us.
morning.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning for us, but it's prime time for them.
So is Troy gonna be back also?
No,
Nah,
no,
Troy.
Oh,
Troy's done.
what about Trice?
Trice is another
No,
one we need to talk about because Trice ain't played a regular season down yet.
right. He's gonna be expendable.
He tried that Euro step against them pros and
Hmm.
snapped that knee.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
and what's hurt him is I would love to see what he got, but what's hurt him he's a Jimmy Lake guy.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
So I
He
mean,
would have to. Now, I think everyone in this new system is going to have an opportunity to act the quarterback. But yeah,
yeah,
Trice is. Ha, the only way you really actually learn is if you're out there playing.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Game time football ain't nothing like it. You can practice all you want, but until you get on that field, game time, you
That's
don't
when
know where you stand.
hey, that's when it matters. That's when you get down to the nitty gritty.
Exactly. Yep.
So I want your opinion. I already asked Dirty this. How many
Mhm.
wins do you think we're going to end off with? Because you sound quite optimistic.
very.
You know, I am very optimistic. However, now just to start off, I predicted that we will have 11 wins this season in my season
I said we'd
prediction.
have 12.
I think I may have said 12. I think I'm almost sure I said 11. But with the way Zach Robinson has been calling and the way things are looking and the trend that we're at, that optimism has become suspect right now. Because we really don't, we know what team we have, but we don't know which team is going to show up on game day.
That's terrible there.
The way I think of it
That hurts
is
your that hurts your predictability formula.
we
Right.
are what we are.
Yeah.
And like I would not be shocked if like once again we ended up losing. We ended up winning against the Colts, but then finding a way to lose to the Saints or Jets.
Exactly. Exactly. And what's sad is, like I said, I've been a fan since 1978. It has been like that for years. It has been like that for years. Now, one thing positive that has changed since then is that we're getting the players here. Uh, Back then, it was more of uh, who's left available to get. We wouldn't get the players that everybody else wanted. We would always try to find somebody that was out on the edge that nobody wanted, that could come in here and possibly perform a job. That's how that grits blitz came about.
Yeah,
We had one player, Claude Humphreys. Now Buddy Kerr was on that team too, but he was uh, one of these players that he was no superstar, but he was a very solid middle linebacker. But it just so happened that we had a great coach, defensive coordinator, Jerry Glanville, who came in with an idea that nobody saw coming, and it worked for that 1 year.
yeah. See, that's why I
That's what's
say
gonna happen.
every year, man, every year
Yeah.
is a different team's year, or every year is there's just that 1 year that stands above the rest where something works.
Right.
And at the end of the day, man, look, it's very hard to replicate things in this league.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to replicate success. That's why Kansas City is so good. They have
Yeah.
replicated success.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most
What did,
teams, you may get that 1 year every 10 years that stands out. And if you don't
right.
get it that year, you just missed.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the thing about Kansas City is that they're consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're consistent. They've gotten to a game plan. They stuck with it, and they said, "Hey, we got something here. Nobody's stopping it. We're going to keep rolling with this." And the more you run that game plan, you find better ways of executing it. And that's what we need to do here in Atlanta. In our case, because we've already shown, because even our old line is benefiting from it. In our case, that run identity, if you're going to do it, then do it. Don't let defenses dictate whether or not you're going to stick with it. You got two running backs that are probably, we got the best running back core in the league, by the way.
yeah.
We got the best.
We right there with Detroit.
Yeah, I think we're better than them.
Oh, you
Because
do?
we got three guys that can come in and start and perform well.
You count
Because
Carter in there?
Nathan Carter is a very nice. He's a Bijan slash Algier, because he's very elusive, but he runs like a brick house.
Yeah, but we ain't seen enough of him.
I've seen. My opinion is based off of what I saw in the team on team practices.
I
That's
understand
what
that, but
that's
it's
what I base
completely
that.
different when
And
you're going
yeah,
against
I understand that.
other
Yeah.
teams than your own.
Mhm. Right, right. But even without Nathan, Bijan, Algier, I don't know nobody that's better. Now you got some people that may put up some better numbers, which is what a lot of people go by these days.
Yeah,
But but when it comes down to scheming and planning, I wouldn't have a better set of running backs. These two would be my running back. They bring you two different looks to the running game. And if Zach Robinson stick with it, he'll be a whole lot successful. But because of the defenses are playing, let's just say they're playing, they bracketing Algier, Bijan, he goes away from it. So it's not that the fact that the O line is not blocking. It's not that Bijan can't run the ball anymore. It's because Zach Robinson is going away from his planning, his game planning. Your game planning is to identify, to stick with your identity, and that's to run the ball. That's why we have the two running backs that we have.
And but see, that's why like, are we gonna? We ain't gonna have that forever. That's why I
No,
say, have we missed our window?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if Zach Robinson can call plays better and utilizing the pass game, it'll open up that run game. If we can get Darnell Mooney, if we can get Darnell Mooney to take the top off the defenses like we thought he could, or get somebody else to do it, that'll have those two safeties dropping further back. But I don't know if you guys saw it, but in that Washington game, the Miami game, and yesterday, these guys got their safety playing 3, maybe 4 yards behind the linebackers,
Linebackers.
if that far.
They ain't scared. They ain't scared. They ain't scared of nobody going deep.
There you go. Nobody's going deep for us.
Nobody going deep. Did we? What was our longest pass today?
It was a big one to Drake.
Completion.
Yeah, yeah, Drake. Yeah, that was the one he had. That was and it was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah,
Right, and that's what I fixed to say. I don't count those.
Yeah,
and that was on Gonzalez too.
hmm yeah,
I don't count a 50-50 ball as a long pass. You just throwing it up, and like that's why they call it 50-50.
and hoping that your guy get it.
Right. Nothing dropping. You're not dropping anything over a shoulder.
Right,
Even back shoulder throws. I don't count those as downfield throws to me. It's just like you said. It's you're using the guy's physicality and get position and basically box a man out
right.
and win the jump ball.
Yeah, true
So,
indeed.
but other than that, we didn't try nothing with Mooney. I'm disappointed in that.
I don't know. I could be wrong on this, but I don't know if Mooney is 100%. I could be wrong.
He don't seem like it because it.
100% from what injury?
From this what is it, hammy?
Yeah,
Yeah, the hammy joint.
Okay.
I don't think he's 100%. I
man.
don't think the shoulder is a problem.
And I'll say this about Mooney too. I really actually like I won because Mooney I think is a level of this offense that like can obviously if you can unlock him, it could once again another one of those things just like talking about making Charlie Warner a weapon. That could
Right,
unlock the deep game. And at that point, that is where you put Bijan in a much better situation.
right.
The thing with it is, I'm really looking at it from the perspective of you're missing a big aspect of your offense with Mooney not being a deep guy essentially.
Right. Yeah. I think before long, and that's why I was not opposed to Atlanta in this. I think we still have a shot uh, before the trade deadline to go get Jacoby Myers.
Hmm.
I like him. We can still keep Mooney, and it will cost us a draft pick. That's the only downfall to it.
I'm not
It's like,
expecting us to do shit at the trade deadline. I'm really not.
yeah, I'm not either. I'm not either. If we gain a person, I will be surprised. But I think they're going to ride this team out,
They
and
should trade for a fucking receiver, but
we definitely need another receiver desperately. Uh, Now, the only other thing that I hate is we're not developing the players that we talked about like all preseason, all through camp.
Right.
We're
They
not
just disappeared.
right. Uh, the main one I'm speaking of is Nick Nash,
yeah.
Right.
and
That's
I'm
what
like
that's what I'm talking
And
about.
Blair.
Nick
And
Nash.
Blair.
Blair, yeah. But the thing about Blair is there is no development. Blair has been lights out
That's ready.
here, which I can't understand why
I don't know where the fuck Blair is.
he's on the practice.
I don't know. I don't know if Blair has I don't know if Blair, did pull like a Ray.
That's what I'm
Just
wondering.
that
Yeah,
has to be the solution. They're essentially he's in the doghouse because Why the hell is he not on? I mean,
Yeah,
Blair at this point would probably be the best option as a number three.
most certainly, most certainly. And
He's the only player that caught a deep ball and scored
mm-hmm,
this
yeah.
season,
What what
including
trips me,
preseason.
what trips me out is when we did call up receivers, they brought up Dylan Drummond
Yeah,
and not Chris Blair.
I'm telling you, Blair's in the doghouse or something.
I won't know. I mean, for what?
Shoot, I mean, maybe something. Maybe he called someone out. Maybe something going on with his old lady. Something.
Well, they need to go out to the woodshed and handle it then and stop wearing
Right.
stuff on their sleeve.
Quit crying.
Right.
Because
They-
it's
And
hurting
quit
us.
pouting.
Dang.
Yeah. They pouting. If that's the case, they pouting, man.
Because everybody
I
knows.
thought they was I thought they was pouting with Ray Ray. I'm like, man, y'all boys tripping.
Yeah.
You took a guy that produced last year like that, you all had he acted out or whatever, and you guys went that far with it.
Yeah. 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 And that's the same thing with Ike Hilliard. I mean, everybody know who Ike Hilliard was as a everybody knows who he is as a person, as a player, and as a coach. He is not one to hold his tongue about anything. And as a
And
player, he was worse as a player. So I'm
so
thinking,
the
well, Ike he called somebody out, he cursed them out, and he can let
only in today's football
yeah.
would they do something like that, because back in the day, if them guys called them out, they'd be like, "Hey man, this is what we're gonna do. You just keep doing your job.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be all right."
Yeah.
They went
Man,
that far. They done pretty much put two guys out of unemployment. Well, took guys out of employment, not
Mm-hmm.
because of some off field stuff that we know of.
Right.
Okay, Ray Ray we had a party. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Ray Ray was late. Find him, get him right, man. Put him back to work.
There you go.
They say it's business,
Hold them accountable.
right? Hold him accountable
Yeah.
and tell him to go back to work.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
you notice though, the Falcons, they have always been. We want the people that will go out to Grady. We want the people that will go out to the food banks and stuff and give out Thanksgiving dinner. They
Right.
always
Right.
want those. They want guys like Bijan who will read to the kids. They want guys like Jalen Walker. But like, have you noticed the Ray Rays who, man, look, I'm here to take care of business. He's got a little bit of an attitude. I'm here to take care of business. I'm here to win games. They got him up out of
Right.
here. And even with Pierce, have you noticed that? They talked about they're putting Pierce in the program. It's like the first time I will say they took a swing on a guy with a little bit of an edge, but they're not letting Pierce
Right.
fully go. I mean, they kind of did today, and we saw him make that big play, but I still even
Right.
thought they weren't letting Pierce fully go the way they should. Pierce and Walker should be starting on opposite ends, man. They're not
Well, most
letting
certainly.
either of them go, and I really, do wonder, is it maybe yes, Pierce, do they feel like he's a little too big for his britches right now? And I mean, you trade your first round pick next year and used it this year for him.
Right.
So are
Yeah.
you trying to put him in the doghouse essentially because he hasn't fully fit the mold of what you deem as an honorable citizen, which is what the Falcons want on their roster. They don't want football players willing to do whatever it takes to win. They just want honorable citizens.
Man, I always tell everybody, man, give me a Dennis Rodman all day long.
Yeah.
Give me that guy. And I think that's what Pearson is. And during the OTAs in camp, he had 2 days straight where he was fighting somebody.
You need a fuck you type of guy,
Now,
but you need that out on the field.
you need that. You need that. Now, there's a way to get a guy to harness that. If that's the type of person he wants to be.
And that's where you develop it at. You develop it in practice. Okay, you went
Exactly.
upside that guy head. We're gonna pull you to the side. Say, look,
Right.
man,
Because
you know
even
what? In the game, that would have been 15 yards, and you might have got ejected.
you know, but see, that's the thing. I think Pierce is smart enough to know there are some things that's gonna hurt the team. There are some things that'll benefit the team, and I don't think that would been one of the things that would hurt the team because I think Pierce would know when and how to turn it off.
Because he hasn't even been close to that type of altercation in the
Right,
game.
No.
right, right.
He might have was just showing his teammates, look, man, this is what I'm capable of
Yeah,
doing if it come down to it.
exactly. And I think
So
the media kind of blew it up a little bit too, though, because I forgot who wrote the article where they were saying something about his mentality, and they started talking about his character, about when he got in trouble up in Tennessee. And I think it was Jesse Bates that came on and said he was the guy that when he in the locker room, everybody listens. He comes in, he takes he changed the music. Whoever's phone is on the music on the speaker box or whatever, he takes control of it and put his music on, that type of thing. And I think that blew it up. But
wow, he did that
yeah, man,
as
they
a
say
rookie.
Pierce, when he walks into the locker room, whatever music is playing, he didn't care whose it was. He turned
Oh
it
my
off and put
goodness.
his on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at that as a bad thing, right? I'm looking at that as being a leader because nobody fought back. Nobody fought back, but at the same time, they followed along. Now, if he can transition that to the field, oh, what a defense we would
Wow.
have. Because you remember who else did that? Who was arguably one of the best linebacker defensive end in history?
Mm.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor didn't play no game.
No.
Lawrence Taylor. He did the exact same thing. He got there, he showed them guys attitude, and they jumped on board with him and they went and they ran with him. That
And when he
defense
got on the
changed.
field, he let them know. Y'all already know why I get that.
Yeah.
You better come on.
Mm-hmm. Who else did that? Somebody else did that. Not I ain't gonna say recently, but he's retired now. Ray Lewis
Yeah.
changed the whole mentality of the team.
And see, we need that guy, and we might have that guy in someone like a Pierce, but you gotta unleash him. You gotta let him play.
That part. Yeah. Gotta let him play.
I've been,
That's the same thing with Michael Penix.
yeah, and see, this is what I was saying about Penix too. I'm so glad you're in here for this. Penix
Mm-hmm.
needs to step up. Penix needs to start
Yeah.
becoming vocal, and Penix needs to get a little uncomfortable himself and just speak his mind.
Right.
Because
Right.
been very soft spoken, essentially like they have him on a leash. Like he's just, no,
Yeah.
you are the quarterback. You got a C on your chest. You
Yeah.
need to be out there. You need to be loud. You need to be vocal. You need to be leading the team. And if you need to tell Zach Robinson, fuck this, you need to do that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, no, that coach, that's not gonna work. That's not working. This is what they're doing on that play. That's what he needs to
And
tell
maybe
Zach.
Penix isn't at that level yet, but there needs to be communication about like where Penix is actually comfortable.
Yeah. Because if you notice, when Penix goes to the sideline, every other quarterback in this league, or most of them, I'm gonna say most of them, when they go to the sideline and pick up that tablet, their offensive coordinator is right there.
Yeah,
When Penix goes to the sideline, he's looking at that tablet by himself if
yeah.
he's looking.
I've never seen him look at it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just something that's different. Maybe he think he got this thing licked. I don't know, but like you said, he does need to step up and be more vocal, communicating with Zach Robinson, and that's not saying when I say being vocal, I'm not saying he go cuss him out and say, "Hey, if you," I don't know. I'm not doing that. Not that type of vocal. What I mean is he need to be like a Tom Brady and say, "Hey, look, this is what they're doing on this play.
Yeah,
Every time we run this play, this is what they're doing. So I think we need to do this."
and
That's where he needs to be with it.
the thing is, man, is Penix has that talent to where like
Yes.
he can make plays happen, man. He can. We saw it
Hmm.
last year. Oh
Yeah.
shit, fucking, oh shit, there he goes. They fucking got him down. I
And the
could
thing
see.
about Penix is he is very comfortable throwing the long ball.
Yeah,
Very comfortable. So if he needs any work, it's going to be reading those short dump passes
yeah.
right around that right around the linebacker, just in
But
front of the
see, once
safety
again,
range.
this is the area of the field that we have not fully unlocked. It's those short
Right,
intermediate passes.
right.
Oh, we don't even throw to the middle of the field.
Uh-uh. And
Down
look,
the middle. You don't send why they don't send Kyle Pitts down the middle of the field on seam route.
that that part I have yet to understand. Cal Pitts is that guy on those seam routes.
With the
Drake
way that
London is a better midfield receiver than he is a seam route receiver.
Right.
with the way that here's another thing too. I'm even asking myself, we're not even seeing. I mean, we're seeing it a little at the end of last year, man. We saw it felt like a lot of comeback routes in a sense. We saw a lot of those types of routes and corner routes that would get 15, 20, 30 yards. We haven't even seen that consistently.
You're right. But the thing too is our receivers, most of them anyway, were better coming out of the slot than they were playing wide out. Now, if I had to go back and look at it, a lot of Drake London's uh, yardage where he came out of the slot, and same thing for Cal Pitts. Now, Cal Pitts, his rookie season, most of his yards, if not, I'll say over 3/4 of his yards, came when he was running out of the slot.
Yeah,
Ray McLeod, better slot receiver than he is wide out. I don't know why that slot makes it different for us. But Darnell is definitely that wide guy. He is definitely that wide guy.
definitely.
Right.
He has to take the top off the defense like he did last year. He just had to get back to form. But for some reason, that slot position works for us.
Yeah, but like I'm even I'm looking at it though in this other perspective because even though I do feel like as far as looks go today, it was the first time I say, yeah, they still ran some of the same shit, but it felt like there were a lot more looks today with the offense than there had been. But I look at it and I still say there were still too many times it felt like the game revolved around getting the ball to Bijan and not
Yeah,
trying to create a mismatch somewhere. Because
yeah.
sometimes that mismatch might be Bijan. Because man, the way
Hmm.
this thing is set up, even if you got a weak link, which is David Sills, and maybe that's where you do put a Warner in, because then
Right.
maybe Warner is a little bit of a mismatch. You got Bijan, Drake, you got Pitts, you got Mooney, and then you have, let's say you have Charlie Warner, maybe you put Algier in there a little. So
Hmm.
now, man, at the end of the day, no, someone should be open.
Yeah, yeah.
And Gonzalez got injured, and we
Yeah,
didn't. It took us about 4 plays to try this guy, to try that area.
And you
yeah,
know what's sad? When Gonzalez went out, they took Drake out,
Bijan went out.
and they didn't test the replacement guy.
They
The
didn't
number
test him.
22, they didn't test him until 2 plays later.
Right. It. Yeah. I was like, what? I would have went at him right the next play.
Yeah, exactly. I would
They
have
would have
right.
did us like that.
Yeah,
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 Let AJ go out. They flooding that. They flooding that side of the field.
they flood
right.
in the zone. Yeah,
Yup. They flooding his own. But nah, only the Falcons on that.
and I'm looking at,
Goes back to coaching, like we said.
yeah,
So it goes. So you saying it goes to Zach?
Everything leads back to Zach. And people say, well, what about the defense? Zach Robinson don't coach the defense. Here's the
No, he
thing.
don't.
Here's the thing. If your offenses, if your offense is able to execute on third down, guess what? Your defense gets that much of a breather. They come in fresh. Now we did that against Buffalo. Perfect. And we stayed on the field. We executed on third down, turned up, made some executed on some fourth downs. The defenses picked up a host of first downs. The defense was able to come in fresh and get pressure on Josh Allen. Some guys were ready to run after Josh Allen. You know, Josh Allen likes to run, and we got after him. And all of that happened because your offense was able to stay on the field and give your defense a breather.
Yeah.
Those guys, yeah, I mean, people say, well, we got enough guys where we can interchange them out. Yeah, but if you interchange them out every other play, guess what? They're going to be out of breath. They're going to be out of it too.
Yeah. Take one play off. That ain't much.
Yeah.
And look, I seen one
Hey.
guy today on the podcast. They were talking about when Pierce got he had picked the ball up and got ran down
Yeah.
without scoring right. It was like that,
Right.
you're supposed to be faster than that. And I made a comment. I was like, well, the defense was on the field so much that 4-4 speed y'all talking about he had turned into a 5-4.
Exactly.
I said, what do you think? Shoot, they had been playing for their life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about he's supposed to be faster than that. Shoot. As
And,
much as that defense had been on the field, it might have been a 6-0.
mm-hmm. He might have been. And I guarantee you, that was a learning moment for Pierce. If he had to do that play nine nine more times, nine more times he would score. Because I think he started celebrating just a little bit early. Now I know
Yeah.
he say, well, he might have been trying to stick the ball out to keep the player from getting it. No, he started celebrating just a little
He
bit
was
early.
getting trigger happy with that ball.
Exactly, exactly. But if he, like I said, it's a learning moment for him. He a rookie. But if
Right.
you run that same play back to back nine more times, he's going to
He'd
score
have,
nine more times.
he'd have ran as if his life depended on it.
There you go. There you go. Yep. Exactly.
I'd actually walked out of the room because I was like, well, they gonna skate it out to the half.
Hmm.
And then when I heard the announcer going off, by the time I got back in there, the damage was done.
Right. Yep.
Hmm.
You know.
Well, they gonna rib him for that then. If he got cute on the play.
Yeah, you know they're gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it. I mean, we end up scoring anyway, but they're gonna do it. The fact that the important thing about that is we got the pressure on the quarterback. We got the turnover. That's the thing they should be pushing. But then somebody could still go ahead to go to him and say, hey, next time you run it like you said, run that thing like your life depended on it. You started
And you could have
celebrating.
got in. You could have got in the end zone and did all kind of stuff.
Exactly. You could
Yeah,
even created your own end zone dance while you was in there. This was your chance
while
to
you was
get it
in
done.
there.
But next time, run that thing like your life depended on it. Because he could have
They
very
just,
well have did a what's his name? Leon, what his name? Leon Let.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Hey, just like Glanville said about Dion. They talking about you got a problem with him dancing in the end zone. He said, well, if he danced every time he scores, I want him to dance about 3 times a game.
There you go.
He said, I want him to dance about three times a game.
And if you gave him the opportunity, he gonna do it.
Right.
Every time.
I like that, boy.
Man, I tell you, I hate that they even try to curtail that. You know, the
Right.
dances and all that type of stuff. Because it got real comical when the game actually got more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Especially when you get a lineman that scores and he get to dancing. You know, but
It's all entertainment.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That thing changed when what's his name, Randy Moss. They started putting a hand on it, getting a hand in on it. Then when he went
Right.
to I think he had simulated mooning the crowd and punching
Yeah.
the goal posts, and a lot of that stuff got a little. It was getting out of hand.
Let's see. Al
But it's
got
like
another
anything else.
touchdown.
I wouldn't have taken it
Yep.
out. But you can see them. They started to come back into it.
Man,
Oh yeah,
man.
they love it. They
Yeah.
let the guys intercept the ball. They get to run down to the end zone and do their little pose for the picture. And
Yeah, yeah. Well, the viewership is down. Believe it or not, in NFL. So they got to do something to bring it back. They got to do something. Now this year it rolls up because of the draft class, the people that are in the draft class.
uh-huh.
But overall, unlike it was back in the day, where every Sunday was NFL Sunday, everybody was watching NFL Sunday. Everybody had it on. Not anymore. Because a lot of times now you go into the sports bars now. The
Yeah.
only screens that are on the games are the ones sitting right behind the bar because they want
Right.
people to come over there and drink. But on the other screens, they got tennis playing, they got hockey playing. But back in the day, every screen was on NFL football on Sunday because the whole bar was full.
Yeah.
Right.
But I wouldn't put it past the game. Move on over to flag football, or they even start a league of flag football.
They already
I
talking
don't know
about
how.
it.
I don't
They
know how
talking
I
about
would
they
take
gonna
that.
do it with the girls.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they've already started with the girls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
Falcons.
Oh, Blank.
Yeah,
Oh, Arthur Blank. He's a big supporter of that flag football in Georgia.
yeah, yeah. Because they,
Huge.
they they actually sponsor a team. Yeah, I've never played it myself. Don't like it.
Nah, I don't like it.
I'm an old school guy. I'm all about that hit. I mean, when we were playing, what do we call that thing? Throw up tackle or
Sure.
Yeah.
King of the Hill, whatever it was.
You
I
wake up the next morning, your entire fucking body is aching.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was that guy, man. I would wait to the ball. I didn't want to catch the ball. I wanted to hit somebody.
I knew some guys like that too. I had to figure that out. I was like, why this guy don't never get the ball? But he the one laying the licks. They wanted me to get the ball, and I
I
was a
wanted
small
to let it
guy.
go. That's like when I was in high school when I was on defense and we were playing against. I think it was either Grady High School or Northside, and we were down a lineman, and coach needed me to come in and play an offensive lineman. Oh, I refused. And coach and the way he got me, he said, "Look, if you don't get out there, I'm taking you off my defense
Yeah.
because all I wanted to do was hit somebody." That's like when coach called bull ring. Oh man, I'm the first one clapping it up. I'm already lining up.
Mm.
I wanted all that smoke. Yeah. Coach got so mad one time. He we called a bull ring one day, and I got in trouble for something. I can't remember what it was, but I was in the bull in the middle, and coach was calling folk numbers out, man, and that they were coming in. I was laying them out one by one, laying them out, and coach got so mad. He got mad at the other guys. He was like, "He's the one that's supposed to be taking the punishment. Get this guy, get this guy." So he started calling two or three at a time,
Wow.
and that's how they got me. Yeah. And when he called the numbers, it wasn't like they all came at the same time. They were one behind the other. He
Right.
might call three numbers in succession. But it was actually fun for me because that's what I wanted. The mentality like it's not like that no more. But then back then they had the Oklahoma drill too that's been taken
Yes,
out.
sir.
That's gone.
That's why I say they getting ready to eliminate. They eliminating tackling. Period. They gonna make it all flag. Everyone's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
wearing.
I'm not gonna watch much of that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I watch what is it called the ladies of football. They hit harder. They hit. I ain't gonna say they hit
Oh
harder.
yeah, they tough.
They do a whole lot of hitting on that,
Right.
and they have very little pads on.
Very little.
For
Well,
them,
you know that you know what that drawing card is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it'll be a big loss to the NFL if they were to start like the flag football thing. Though it'll be a big loss.
Yeah. Well, they getting. I don't know if they'll ever fully make the switch, but they're getting close to it.
Hmm. They
They ain't
keep
got to
getting
worry about
sued.
that.
They'll probably do away with it. They keep getting sued.
Shit.
They say this CTE is behind a lot of this stuff. What's that? The NFL is behind a lot of the CTE. But the thing it was, what trips me out is when I was younger anyway, we used to hit harder. We used to hit with our head, and I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe just a lot of these players that played back in the day never got tested. Maybe that's what
Yeah,
it
well,
is. I
you
don't.
know that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
they
you
want-
know, in that sport there, if you don't play full speed, you gonna get hurt.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And see,
You
I
know,
was, I
if
was.
you trying to be a pretty boy, you gonna get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You worrying about how you look on the field and just not getting down and dirty,
Right.
you will get
You know
injured.
what they always said: lowest man wins.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
And
Yep.
they don't want you to get low no more.
Oh no. Oh
They
no.
throw a flag, you get too low.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Yep.
Lowest man always win. And they don't want you to get low no more.
Uh-uh.
Well, that was the very first thing I said when I stepped on a football field. I was like 10. Coach told us lowest man wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
But now you can't. You can't get low. You hit him up around his knees.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Yep.
Throwing the flag.
You see, I was that type. I wanted to hit you right around that stomach and chest area because I wanted to hear that
Mm.
come out of you when I hit you.
Well,
Right.
you know how you got to do it now, right? You basically got to wrap them up in a bear hug, very
Yeah.
softly. You got to put them to
Yeah.
the ground. Then you got to get the
Hmm.
blankets out. You got to tuck them in bed, read them a bedtime story, kiss them on their head.
Right.
Yeah,
And see,
you
my
got to
thing
put
is,
your head to the side, and
yeah. See,
that's an unnatural hit, really.
yeah. Yeah. It is. It is.
If you got to turn your head, if you got to move your head to the side,
That's a disadvantage to the defender.
that's a disadvantage to the. You're not able to protect yourself.
Hmm. That's like when I was coaching. I always taught my guys to run through the tackle, whether you make the tackle or not.
Run through the tackle,
You
run
run
through the
through
player.
that. You run like as if you are running through a brick wall. You run through him.
Right.
Yeah, you're not. I said, you got 10 other guys on the team that's going to help you out, but you do what you need to do to tackle that man, or either run through him because you're gonna slow him down one way or the other.
That's the first thing you need to do. If you know you're not going to be able to stop him, slow him down. Help
Hmm.
is on the way.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Mm.
But we missed a lot of tackles too on defense today. We missed a lot of
Man,
tackles
Yeah.
don't
last.
even talk about that.
Yeah,
Well,
we missed some tackles.
we know who's at the center of that now.
Yeah, Bertrand.
Guardian Cap.
And I'm gonna tell you what's so significant about Bertrand with me. Bertrand is the same size I was coming out of high school. Same size. He got
Wow.
me. He got me by an inch. I was 5'11". He's 6. Wait a minute. Is he 6 or 6'1"? I think he's 6 feet. They got him listed at 6 feet. But I think I was bigger because I think they got him listed at 225. Yeah, he's a small guy. I didn't realize he was that small.
Has no business. He has no business out there unless he's a super athlete, which
And,
obviously is not. It's not
nah,
transitioning for him.
yeah. But they say he supposed to be this special teams guru. But
Okay,
as we
keep
as
him on the special teams
Yeah,
then.
keep it on special teams.
now, even then, uh, Raheem made it a point saying that he wanted to keep guys that were versatile, that could play other positions.
Well, here's the thing. Number 36 Harrison. He had that one big hit. I don't know what y'all thought of
Mhm.
him, but I mean, I listen. I would keep playing him.
Is that the
Who is
guy we
that?
just signed?
Oh, number 36.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wow. They just signed him, so he looked good to me.
yeah, yeah. I like him.
I keep him in there.
Yeah,
I don't know why they won't put Helms in there
I haven't figured that out.
because we were just
I
talking
haven't
about
figured
that
that out.
guy that'll make you go, that's
Yeah.
Helms. Helms will lay that in on you.
The Marco, with a hitman Helms. Yep.
He'll make you feel that shit the next day.
Hitman was the same way. Natron Brooks, he's a small guy, but he's the same way.
Play with
He's a
heart.
liability against bigger receivers.
Yeah,
But when it comes to hitting, oh, he's that guy.
he'll tear your ass
That's why
up.
he's on special teams.
Yeah,
Mm. There has got to be, and I said this earlier, that there's got to be more to this year and these games than wins and losses.
yeah,
It has to be. Because especially after that game when we lost against Carolina, especially after that one, I was like, there's no way you can come in ill prepared and at that point beat Carolina.
Only the Falcons can screw that theory up.
Yeah, yeah. And people and I don't like using that saying any given Sunday. I really don't. I hate it. I don't even like using that as an excuse because
yeah.
within that game that does not apply.
Mm-mm.
Well, that has a little hashtag to it. Any given Sunday, if you're not prepared, properly prepared.
True. True.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now I take that. I'll take that loss though before I settle for, let's say, the San Francisco 49ers loss. And I say that because that game, Carolina game, was early in the season.
yeah.
You can say, well, we were
You
still
you
trying to figure some
and you
things
get
out.
another opportunity to face them.
Yeah, and you get another opportunity to face them. But when you come out and not the San Francisco 49ers, the Miami Dolphins lost. The Miami Dolphins lost.
That's what I
And
finished out and say Miami is my game.
yeah.
That one kind of stuck, kind of hit me in the gut.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
definitely. The Miami game for me, that was the San Francisco game. As tough as that was, and we shouldn't have lost that because of the injuries. I
Mm-hmm.
also do look at that San Francisco game though as kind of like the end of the day. Look, they were. Yeah, I mean that's still a good, well coached team. That still is a very that's a good team
Mm-hmm.
regardless. So I'm like, okay, that stinks because it's a conference loss, but just beat Miami and we'll go from there.
Right.
When you lose to
Right.
Miami, that's when I really got sold out on this season.
Yeah. Yeah. That my optimism took a whole new different level again in that loss. I mean, it went way down. And I mean, I'm usually that guy that's overly optimistic about my Falcons.
Yeah,
But after that Miami loss, man, it started with the Carolina loss. But the Miami game should have been that bounce back game. It should have been that, okay, let's see what we can do on this play type of game. And we just didn't do that. We got manhandled in
yeah,
that game. Wasn't even close.
mm-mm.
Against who has already up until that point had 11 interceptions. And I just knew we were gonna come away at least with three.
Saw none of that.
No, we didn't get no pressure on him. That man looked like a Pro Bowl quarterback that
Oh, that's what we do well.
day.
We revive careers
We always do
all the
that.
time.
Yeah, yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, man.
But
Hey, because I'm getting ready. I'm probably gonna shut this down in a second. Emmanuel, are you going to you coming to any games?
almost certainly. most certainly. Matter
Okay,
of
you
fact,
gonna be at the Carolina game?
I'm going to definitely be at the Carolina game, and how you would notice me, I'm wearing my red cowboy hat. I got a new cowboy hat, so
Okay.
I'll be very recognizable. I'll probably be the only one
Hey,
there with a cowboy hat on. But
Are you a season
when
ticket
you
holder?
come in, you need to go over there by Molly B's.
but Molly's
Molly B's over
okay.
there by the behind the bird nest.
So I'm usually in section 200,
All right.
right
Okay.
behind. I
Second,
think it's
you mean
second.
201?
I'm right where two. Uh, is it 201? But right where 137 and 135, and right around that corner where the team comes out at.
Okay.
Uh, but I'm normally, if I can get those tickets, they'll be right in that area, right above 137, 130, 135, 136, 137, right there in that corner.
All right, so like 247 or something like that.
This will be. Let me take a look at them right quick.
Because I know you said, Dirty, you probably ain't coming to the Carolina game.
No, man, I actually got an engagement
Yeah.
that I've got to do for my business. It'll actually be that Saturday, but by the time it's over, it'll probably be too late for me to drive,
Mm,
or either, unless I can get me a good flight. But I doubt I'll drive because that'll be pushing it.
yeah.
Right, right.
We
So
definitely,
yeah,
we all got a pandemic. You know who Wolf is, right?
yeah, yeah.
So Wolf's going to be at the Seattle game and then the New Orleans game last week. So we all need, I've been saying, man, we all need to meet up at like that Seattle game or something.
Okay, okay. Where are you normally at?
So I'm normally up in the upper level, up in the 300s. But
Okay,
I'll come and meet you, man. You just get in contact with me and let me know, and we'll definitely we'll meet up, man.
okay, okay. What the let's see. So,
Are you in the Home Depot backyard before the game?
no, I normally get there. I'm normally there right at game time. I
Okay.
don't. I don't. I stopped tailgating like 3 years ago. I stopped doing that.
All
So
right.
I started getting there, parking, coming right to my seat, and probably be sitting there maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and the game starts.
All right.
But I haven't tailgated in years. Is that where you at it? Tailgating?
Yeah, before the game, yeah, I go down there before they open gates because I get there early.
Okay, okay.
I was just wondering, man, for a Carolina game, if you were going to do that.
Let's see. Yeah, it'll be in that 245, 246 section. I'm normally giving those tickets, and there's
Okay.
two families that sit there, and one of those they normally reach out to me. One I'm doing one of those games. Actually, am I going or want to go or something like that? And oddly enough, uh, the guy from Bears who does Bears Country podcast, he's sending me two tickets. He said he would give them to me. And I just something told me just jump on his part. He was doing a podcast one day, and the content I forgot what he was talking about, but at the time it was sounding interesting,
Yeah.
and I just jumped on just to be listening to it, and I reached out to him and I said, hey, appreciate you guys jumping in my content on my videos. It's one of my top videos, and he was like, hey man, welcome to the podcast, and he was like, hey man, look. I don't know what to say about you guys and those Falcons, man. I can't understand it. He said, I don't even go to the games no more. And he said, as a matter of fact, I got a couple of tickets. If you want them, just reach out to me in my email and I'll send them to you. So, so it pays to reach out and be friends with people. I tell you
Oh
that.
yeah,
It definitely
definitely.
does. Definitely does.
Yeah. So I think that content I did was it was about that pick that Terry Fontenot didn't take from them that was offered. That free so-called free pick or whatever it is. I think it was that fourth round pick or some mess that they were giving us for uh for that first round pick. They're going to give us. I forgot what they were going to give us, but and I call it a controversy. It's reason why a lot of those guys jumped in there. And I think it was during that Penix Michael Penix pick. Yeah, they're going to give us Michael Penix. Let's see, give us. They wanted to swap picks, swap trading places. I think they were picking at number like 10 or something like that, and they're going to give us a fourth round pick for free for that eighth round pick. And Terry Fontenot turned it down.
Yeah.
I forgot the receiver name that they wanted,
A
and
Dunze.
he a dude. Yeah,
And
there
they
you
ended
go.
up with him too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They were
But they
just
were.
gonna pick him one pick earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Washington's got their ass kicked tonight.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Yep. Thoroughly. Thoroughly.
I tell you.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all for coming on and sticking through, man. Hey, Famdemic, or is that your name?
Atlanta Falcons pandemic, or you can.
Pandemic, yeah.
Fandemic, man. I appreciate you for coming on. You're always welcome, Dirty. You're always
All
welcome.
right.
Always a pleasure. Shout out to CPG Panthers fan for coming in here. Everyone for watching.
You don't know how to get in contact with him?
CPG.
Yeah.
He's got a YouTube channel. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Okay.
He's got.
Good.
I'll send you his YouTube channel. So
All
yeah,
right.
man. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to call it a night. But hey, another week, another loss. Will we? When will we get our next win? Will it be next week in Germany? I don't. Oh, by the way, this is a little announcement. I'm gonna be streaming during the game next week, so I'm gonna be streaming the game. I'm gonna be up at 9:30 streaming the game. So man, I hope y'all come join me for that.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. Now, and I'll
Nice.
probably have something going like this too, where we can come in and we can watch the game together. I'll do like a whole watch party.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's how it is. I don't think I'll be live anymore before then. But I mean, unless something big breaks, then I'll go live. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming in, and remember to like,
Okay.
subscribe, share out. All the support is appreciated. And hey, that's all I got for tonight. I'm gonna let y'all
Oh
get
yeah.
y'all's final.
So,
Hey,
All
say y'all's
right.
final word.
Okay. I don't have a platform, so you just find me out here in this in these content creator streets in the chats. If
there
they
you
drop
go.
the link, I'll pop in, and that's it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, the three dirty be everywhere, man. I tell you, pop up in the park. He already there letting them have it. Yeah,
Yes,
but man,
sir.
I'm on YouTube, Atlanta Falcons Pandemic. Uh Same thing with Facebook, Atlanta Falcons Pandemic. Let's see, Twitter. There's a ATL underscore pandemic. Let's see, Instagram. I just started that page back. AF underscore pandemic. So but yeah, that's where I'm at. I can be reached on that. All you got if you just type pandemic
Are
in
you
because
gonna
there's
be
not
putting out any
another name
content
like
during
it.
the
Everybody
week?
gets it
You,
mixed up with that.
yeah, you gonna be putting out any content during the week you want to let people know
Oh,
about?
yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, when I get through with you, I'm gonna do a
Oh
recording.
shit!
But
Oh
I'm gonna go
shit!
live.
Jaden
Uh,
got fucked up. Oh shit! He grabbing that
is
that
that him?
man. You watching this?
I think I'm behind you.
Well, you going? Oh.
I think the play that you're talking about is coming up next.
Oh
Let's see something.
shit! I just hope he's all right.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Dizzy. Oh man, look at Dan Quinn's face.
Oh god.
Let's see what happened. They on the replay.
Shoot. They're going that's gonna be rough.
It don't seem like it's nothing major though.
I don't know. We'll see, man. It looked. I mean, it didn't look anything too major to me, but that turf, man, that'll fuck you up.
Yeah, the way he's just laying there and he can't his leg other leg is moving the way it is. Like his leg might be broke or something, but
That looks, it looks fucked up. That looks like fucking what happened to what's his RG3.
the ligament. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh man.
Mm.
But yeah, man, like I said, as soon as I get done with you guys, I'm gonna do me a recording. I'm gonna go live tomorrow about this game.
What time are you going live?
I probably go live about noon
Oh,
because a lot of
I'll
I
probably
want
be
to start
busy
doing.
about. I'll probably be busy about noon, man. So I mean,
Yeah, either that I'll probably go like 6 o'clock, like before the Monday night football game.
if
Where I
you
know
do
everybody.
that, I might be able. I'll definitely tap in then,
Okay, okay, I
because
do
I'm
that.
home
There. I
by
plan
then.
about 6. Yeah, because I know most people try to go live about 7, right before the game. I probably do it like an hour before. I probably get it in about 6 o'clock.
All right, man.
But yeah, I'll do that.
So
I'm gonna do a post, an alert post too, to let everybody know what time I'm going. I probably post that in the morning when I know for sure what time I'm going in. But yeah, man, and I'm gonna do like I said, I'm gonna do a recording or content right after I get out of here. So. But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, I that's most of my content is like that's what it is, content dialogue based. And but podcasting is something that I've gotten back. People are talking, man, go podcast. But my work schedule is so crazy, man. I hate to start a podcast and can't give the fans a definite
Oh,
time when I'm going to go on.
oh
I
God,
don't like doing pop up shows
they're getting him up on the.
on the gurney. Yeah.
Wait a minute. It looks like it's his arm actually.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't his leg. It looked like his arm. They got it in a cast already.
That ain't good. That
See,
ain't
I don't
good.
know why the fuck they'd even leave him in already down that much this late.
He should have already been out of the game at 38-7. Oh yeah, I see. Oh man, and now they're throwing on him though. That's the good thing. But either way it go, that don't look good at all. Now I know what when they show the replay, I can because I was looking at his legs,
Yeah, I was too.
so I look at his arm and see. And I wanted him here in Atlanta, but the thing that took away from him was his size. He's a small fella.
Yeah, he's a choice
He's
pick
real
basically.
small. Yeah, I mean he is thin, and I think he may have picked up a couple of pounds, but even then, 220 is the heaviest I think he would probably be at right now.
Yeah, man.
But
That
he
is.
is
Oh my
small.
God. That's rough, man. Well, all right. I'm gonna end this right now. So appreciate y'all for watching, and y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all in the next one.